What a year it has been for Karate Combat. Bus 2024 has been extremely kind to us indeed. We've been all over the world. Lots of events, lots more to look forward to tonight. We're going to close out the year here in December in Miami for Karate Combat 51. Hello and welcome. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. My name is Josh Palmer, joined by none other than Bas Rutten and once again the almighty George St. Pierre. Great to have you both here with us this evening. Bas, it's been a hell of a year for the promotion.
It's been, we've been flying over the world, like you already mentioned. It's been a crazy year. Every single time we say, this card is going to be the best card there is. And every time we deliver. So this card you really want to watch. It's going to be an unbelievable event.
Yeah, Bas.
Sorry guys, I just had a technical problem. I'm back with you.
George, great to have you back with us in the booth once again. It's always a pleasure to have you here calling fights. You ready for another good night of action?
I'm ready, and it's going to be a hell of a night tonight.
We have got so much to look forward to. We're on a pretty strict time constraint tonight, so we are going to bring you fast-paced action from start to finish. Here is the full fight card you've got to look forward to this evening. We won't run through them all, but trust me, there are some absolute bangers on here. Let's pay attention, of course, to that ladies' fight. Jorand and Nabavinejad is going to be an absolute barn burner. A lot of familiar faces as well. We've got the return of Gabriel Varga rematching Andres Madera. That is a tricky one indeed. Bas, our first super heavyweight fight in the history of Karate Combat between Despaigne and Jedrzejczyk. 6'7" taking on 6'10".
That's insane.
Yeah, and then let's not forget we've got Rafael Alves taking on Camelworthy. Alves, of course, knockout of the year, undoubtedly. Cosmo Alexandre is making his Karate Combat debut as well against the man we know well, Igor de Castaneda. And then the Bantamweight belt is back on the line again between Chelmiah and Arturo Vergara. So much to look forward to. It really is the best. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at that main event that's coming up at the end of tonight's card.
The Bantamweight title is on the line.
Arturo Macaco Vergara taking on Owen Chubby.
I'm the former Bantamweight world champion and soon to be the new.
Owen Chelmiah has had a spectacular year, with all of his fights ending in the first round by KO.
Give that man another shot at the title.
He'll be taking on Arturo Vergara, who's 5-0 in Karate Combat with 4 finishes.
I'm here to be the champ and be #1.
He's coming off an epic win against Safar Akhmadov.
I won! I'm the king!
This isn't my first rodeo. I'm here because I do have the skills and the mentality to be able to beat him in there.
I know he's gonna try to come to me with his speed, but I'm gonna show that I'm above everybody.
There can only be one, so may the best man win.
Ooh, that was a line from Highlander. There can only be one.
There can only be one. Bas, George, let's take a quick look at that main event. Arturo Vergara, his first time challenging for the belt. He's a tricky customer, right? He's aggressive. He mixes everything up. Not going to stop on his quest for that belt.
That's the thing with both of these guys, by the way. Actually, they're boatloads of stamina. I mean, they will not run out of gas. The last time we saw Vergara fight could be the best fight there was. I mean, it was so intense. And now we have Chelmiah, who has the same stamina, who always comes forward, fights at in Mexico City when it was high altitude, just arrived 2 days before, just flew through his fight like nothing freaking happened. So I cannot see this fight go the distance. If it goes to the distance, it's going to be the most amazing fight ever.
George, you looking forward to the title fight this evening? Yeah, I think it's going to be a good bout this evening. We are going to get rid of an IFC fight first out of the way for you to get some amateur action going, and then we're going to move on to the pros you see on the card. So let's go ahead and introduce our 2 amateur fighters for this evening, Giancarlo Scroy and Jan Borden, a.k.a. Paisan and Kagian. Kagian? I don't know. Let's. You want to take a stab at that, Bas?
No. You're good with names, not me.
Apparently not tonight.
Oh, who knows? You did it the right way. Correct way.
Did you hear him? No.
You need this one.
So, Bus, it is an IFC fight. That's Influencer Fight Club. It's our amateur feeder league where influencers and other members of Crip, tech, other communities come and try their skills at getting stuck inside the pit. And, you know, a little bit hit or miss at times, but we see a lot of heart and we see a lot of fun fights.
We see a lot of fun fights and we see life-changing moments. We see guys who lose 35 pounds, 50 pounds in order to get ready for this fight, because needless to say, they're always sitting behind a computer and now they suddenly start training. So life-changing, and that's what martial arts does.
It's about entertainment.
That's it.
It's not to find out who's the best fighter in the world, is to be entertained.
Yeah, entertain us.
Are
They
you
will try.
entertained?
What a setting we've got here in our private aircraft hangar.
Oof.
So Paisan in the black counts.
Kicked his ass.
And Jan Borden in the blue, in the white pants, sorry.
Ooh, he ducked that hook, and that was smart.
One thing that is very dangerous is when he throws his leg kick, his hands goes down and he step in the punching range. That could be lethal.
Yep, that's a counter waiting to happen.
So Paisan doing a good job at the moment, pushing up against the pit. That was a good low kick as well.
Yes.
Backing Borden up well.
Set it up though, those kicks. Like George says, man, single kicks are easy to counter.
Yes.
And that low kick is a knockout waiting to happen.
Just a reminder, our amateur rule set is 2 2-minute rounds and then a third 2-minute round. But they need them in the right lands, follow-ups as well.
That's one thing I was thinking, is that when he threw this kick, he stepped too close to his opponent and he's vulnerable for the counter right hand. And that's what happened. That's why he fall on his back. And because when you kick, you're on one leg. If you get tagged in the same time, you can be knocked out.
That's like a train. Hit another train. Only you're going to get hit in the face.
Yeah, these 2-minute rounds go pretty quick, don't they? So good to get off on the right foot. And do you feel it? I feel it's Paisan pushing ahead the most right now.
I think he will, yes. He's the aggressor, but he doesn't throw enough. He needs to throw more.
Yeah, and you know, he seems like to have a good right hand, but he telegraphed it a little bit too much. You need, like Bass said, for his kicks, same thing. You need to set it up, maybe with a jab or something.
Yep, just one simple punch.
To create a distraction first, and then throw your big weapon.
Well, final 5 seconds of round number 1 here, and
I was just going to say, he touched the pelotas there.
well, right at the end of the round. Before we crack on, here's a word from our partner, Hedera.
Up-only gaming is different. When a fight comes up, if you have cryo tokens, you place them on a fighter. If he wins, you get additional tokens. If he loses, you don't lose anything. Web3 has allowed us to engage the fans and do things that we couldn't do with traditional tools. We're looking for 10, 20 million fans. Traditional blockchains don't support that kind of volume. We're enjoying the journey. We're really excited about the community's response within Web3 and traditional sports.
Just a shot of our setup here outside Miami, getting some needed attention in the corners are our 2 amateur fighters. And Bash, George, give us your quick reflection on those opening 2 minutes.
Oof, yeah, well, I would think that, what was it, the first...
Paisan.
Right now, I think he was the aggressor. He came forward, but he needs to throw more. I think his opponent threw more, so I don't know what that's going to be in the eyes of the judges, because normally the guy who presses on is good, but if you throw more volume, you know, it should go to the other guy. So he probably got the same instruction, and he's going to come forward now. Ooh.
Yeah, under the Karate Combat rule set, aggression and effective damage managers, and that's effective damage indeed.
That was exactly the counter that George was talking about.
Yeah, saw it coming a mile away, because it was very obvious. Now he's trying to take Tsumigaishi position to... But you're not allowed of leg lock in Karate Combat.
No, but you can use those defensive leg entanglements to off balance and get back to your feet, which is what we saw just then.
And sweep, exactly. Very nice.
Boom, there again, he makes the same mistake. Single kick, and he gets drilled again with the right hand.
That right hand has been the weapon for Paisan so far.
Yeah, he's really taking it to him now.
Prize pool of about 8.3 million karate tokens for this one. And fairly even split between our token holders on their votes. A slight edge to Paisan in the black pants.
Kagijan is fighting on his heel now. He's always backing up, so it's not a good way to. It's not a. When you fight on your heel, it's not the time to throw a leg kick. It's the worst time. Because you have your opponent chasing you forward, and you're vulnerable to get countered with the rear cross. Oh, and then now he.
Yeah, you're setting yourself up for walking backwards. That's what you would do on your heels.
Some deep breaths, but I like the gamesmanship from Paisan there. He's got wide eyes coming forward.
Oh,
I like throw the leg, disrespect the leg.
he had an angry look in his face.
He did, and this is a good spot for him, actually. Oh, and they're going to call it.
That's it.
Paisan gets the stoppage with 20 seconds left in that second round. Good work for the man from Team Couture.
Yeah. Great performance.
Yep, Bang Muay Thai. That's what they do at Extreme Couture. There you go.
he adjusts very well. You know, in the beginning of the fight, he got kicked a few times in the leg, but then he adjusts. His ability to adapt to his opponent was what gave him the win.
Yeah, I think Borden was a little bit surprised that it was stopped, but he was making no attempt to turn and face his opponent and defend himself. Replays here. Nice little cut kick to the inside and the overhand right. It's a great combo.
It's beautiful. It's big, but it's powerful when it lands.
Coming from Extreme Couture, I always think that's the combo that Randy Couture dropped Tim Sylvia with, remember?
Oh, there you go.
Inside low kick, overhand right.
There we go. Good memory. Bonk in the neck.
Yeah. Right, let's go ahead, get the official decision and wrap up this amateur bout. Congratulations to Paisan. He's victorious in his IFC debut here in Miami. You can't really ask for much more, can you? Came out with aggression, kept his technique relatively clean for an amateur debutant.
And from what I understand, he lost an insane amount of weight. For what I believe is like over 40 pounds.
Wow, so, impressive.
That's impressive, right?
And what I like is how he adapts. He didn't start the fight very well. He got kicked a few times. Then his ability to adapt, to become the perfect nemesis to his opponent, what gives him the victory.
Yeah, I think he listened to his corner when he got back, because that's when he started really fighting, round number 2.
Well, we're going to go ahead and get things squared away here. We're going to push straight on. We've got 10 fights coming your way under our professional karate combat rule set, and we touched on that main event. Bas, let's talk about the co-main very quickly. Igor de Castaneda, somebody we know an awful lot about. We've seen him many times. He's challenged for the title before, but boy, has he got an uphill battle against Cosmo Alexandre.
Oh, Cosmo Alexandre, man. He's one of the best strikers there is. I mean, and here with elbows, it's allowed, and he's a Thai fighter too. So yeah, it's going to be very hard for Castaneda to do it, but Castaneda has that right one-hand punch, and if it connects, it's lights out. So I think that's where he's going.
And it's interesting, he actually said, you know, he knows it's kind of puncher's chance stuff with that right hand.
Yeah. Yep, he just needs an opening, you know, and once he can find the opening, but can you find it against a guy like Alexandre?
Yeah, I mean,
the Castaneda trained with Caesar, one of my sparring partner when I trained for the fight with Michael Bisping, who's an excellent kickboxer.
Ah, there you go. George with the inside track.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get on in just about a minute's time, but let's talk about the man up in the third fight from the top of the card, Bas, because, you know, he has the knockout of the year, not just with our promotion, but across pretty much any promotion in combat sports.
Yes, and I was talking to him, and he says, oh, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I got way more crazy techniques that I can showcase to you guys, so man, sign me up. I would love to see one.
If you guys haven't seen Rafael Alves taking on James Vick at one of our events earlier in this year, go watch it. It's shocking, it's emotional, it's really quite something. But anyway, time to press on. It is our professional card now. Usama Assli from Morocco taking on Michael Martinez from Spain. Bas, you're quite excited for Usama Assli as well, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah, because the last time we saw a fight, this guy is so fast. The game plan, he says, is the same as always. always going for a knockout. He says, I was there when both fighters were, I was there when I was interviewing him, and then Assli walked over to him and he said, hey, listen, why don't we draw a line and we go to the center of the ring or the pit and then we just start brawling. And the guy said that he was going to do it, so I wonder what's going to happen.
I mean, he's taking on Michael Martinez, whose stats you can see on the screen there. Undefeated professional MMA fighter from Spain.
Yeah, so he says that his opponent has great kicks. So what he wants to do, what he plans to do is use his takedown and ground and pound. That's the game plan. And in the meantime, he wants to land his big hook for the KO.
Well, let's see if he can do it, because Assli, man, oof, super fast.
Pro record
switch
for,
kicks?
for
Watch.
Assli, 17-2. Well, exciting news. Karate Combat is launching a new L2 blockchain called Up to let other projects and sports leagues white label, customize, and launch their own native iOS and Android apps for free. Ready to level up? Visit up.rodeo to learn more. So Usili from Morocco in the black pants, white pants for Martinez from Spain.
Yeah. Assli, he trained at Goat Shed for the takedowns, as we can already see right now, and he's doing it.
Yeah, Martinez tried to close the gap.
What happened there?
Well, he's getting ordered back to the corner. To say I need a quick replay of that.
Yeah. What happened?
You know, Assli aiming to be the first Moroccan champion in KC. He's one of the top fighters over in Thailand right now. Of course, we just held an event there as well, so he got to see what Karate Combat was like up close.
You see what he was doing? He was setting off 2 front kicks to the body and then to the head.
Yeah.
So
he wants to go for the KO, the big KO. Oh, that was nice though. That was a nice setup.
Very nice.
Good frames from Assli there, and he blocks the attempted throw, or does he? Oh!
Slam into the fence. The side of the pit.
Good strength in the clinch there.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be in a kicking range and exchange with Assli. He's very, very agile and very fast with his kicks.
And he's got a really significant reach advantage, and he's looking for the finish here.
That's it.
Wow, and the referee calls a stop in the first round. What a performance from Usama Assli. That is his second win with the promotion after that DQ win over Peter Stanonik last time out in Salt Lake City. And I think Bas, he's going to be very happy with a much cleaner performance that time round.
This was nice. This was really nice. His ground and pound, you can see that he worked at the Goat Shed for takedowns, because I didn't expect that, but he took him down, and his ground and pound, he's got great power in his hands. Look at this. Bonk, bonk.
It's a good stoppage. You know, he can complain, but it's actually a good stoppage. He was not defending himself intelligently. The security is the referee priority. It's a good.
Yeah,
good
you can't go completely prone and turn away from your opponent. There's no question that the referee had to step in at that point. Let's take a look at what did the damage. So nice spinning back fist.
The back fist could have been good if he would have thrown it going down with his form. He could have landed and caused a lot of damage.
Was it the head plant into the wall that did a lot of the damage at the end there?
Maybe, yes. What's going to happen now here, right?
I mean, well, this was the strain.
What I always like to do is throw the left hook, make a spin, and then a back fist to the liver. Oh, that would be something. Left hook, liver shot with the right.
Well, let's go ahead and get the official decision. This one ended quick indeed. Well, let's go ahead and, for the first time tonight, see what our friend Robin Black thought of the proceedings there.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, man, you know, if you're in this environment, it's chaotic. There's lights, there's stuff moving around, people coming in and out of here, an airplane over there, this guy walking in front. Imagine trying to fight in that chaos. Bringing your mind together and staying focused to be able to do combat. That's what Assli was able to do. He was able to, look at this man, calm and relaxed. Look at his face here, looking good. Stay calm and relaxed and in the environment and highly focused and able to express martial artistry. That's the challenge in an environment like this. None of this is normal, but somehow within all of it, you gotta go out, stay focused and fight, and that's what that young man did.
Bring him here.
Thank you, Robin. Bas, give us your very quick reflection on that first fight.
I think it was smart. I wanted to see him strike more because he's such a phenomenal striker, but he thought, you know what? The other guy has 5 wins, I believe, with 5 knockouts. Why take the risk if I can take him down? And that's exactly what he did. Smart.
Yeah, George, what was your impression of that opening bout?
Well, it's a great fight. You know, he did what he do best. He didn't have that much adversity. I would like next time to see him with maybe someone more, that gives him more challenge.
Yeah.
See where this kid can go, because I think he's very talented.
Yep.
Yeah, we did see a good opening from him against Peter Sinonik before he got dropped as well. That was a crazy bout. You should head back and watch that one on the Karate Combat YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and get a word from DeLorean. Sign up now at DeLoreanLabs.com to be eligible to get on the allow list for the upcoming DeLorean DMC token pre-sale on Republic.com starting January 21st. Hashtag WhenDeLorean. So running straight into the next fight, it's the return of our bare-knuckle boxer, Gorhan Slaveski from Macedonia, taking on actually another person with bare-knuckle experience in Noah Cutter. And Bas, talk to me about Noah, because he's someone who we finally have who might be able to bring the same kind of grit as Slaveski to the pit here.
Yeah, a lot of aggression. He's also a switch hitter. It means he will flip stances the whole time. He wants to be quick and he wants to be first. And he says, I know my opponent will catch my kick, so I'm going to watch out for that. He's going to use a lot of side kicks and then a high kick. And Mawashi Yurangiri for the knockout. That's a high kick to the head.
Yeah, and George, he's taking on Gorhan Slaveski, someone we've seen a couple of times before. He's finally kind of hit his stride after his win in Singapore. A really fun guy to have in the pit.
Yeah, he's a character. He says the only thing he knows is violence. So you want to go for the kill, for the knockout. And he says that his game plan is to mostly use his boxing and elbows.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, there you go. Tail of the tape for these two ones. Pro record for Slaveski, 7-1. A lot of that in bare knuckle. You can see 1-1 in KC, though. Actually lost to Brandon Jenkins in our December show of last year. Karate tokens are available for purchase in most jurisdictions, including through the Karate Combat app through C14. Get some today so you can play at Karate Combat 52 in Miami next year. Black pants for Slaveski, white pants for Cutter. Slight height advantage for Cutter coming into this one.
Nice.
But you've got to say the winning
Body
record going the way of Slaveski.
Slaveski threw a big cross to the body.
Wow, Slaveski landing heavy shots here.
I thought he got rocked for a second. It looked like he dropped.
This is not good.
Nice reversal, Cutter.
Yeah, considered a downed opponent here at the bottom of the pit wall, not on the side of the pit wall.
Did he kick him in the face?
Stop, step up.
Did he lose his balance because of that?
Yeah, possibly accidentally as well. They're going to stand back up here, though. Good start for the man from Macedonia.
A lot of power in his hands.
Yes, the cross is Cutter's left cross really hit the target.
Oh, this is some great ground and pound from Slaveski as well, staying on both feet. A lot of pressure over the top, and he gets the quick stoppage as well.
Wow. What a night so far.
Wow. Well, the man from the Goat Shed moves his Karate Combat record to 2-1. That is his second ground and pound victory in the last couple of months here.
I think it's that left cross that he threw right in the middle that caused the most of the damage.
Yeah, we'll see if we can pick it up on the replay for you. And he just came over and what did he tell you, Bas? What did he tell you?
He told me he was going to knock him out. And he says, or do the most damage possible, but I only know violence.
Now this is super solid ground and pound posture here, just staying over the top. The pit wall is really stopping Cutter from being able to hip escape, get away, create any kind of distance here.
Yeah, but freaking ride the bike, do something, you know, with your legs, throw them away, try to improve your position.
George, how do you feel about ground and pound up against the pit wall versus a cage?
Well, it changes everything. It's a sport in itself. You know, you have to adapt. You change the rule, change the game. You know, like when you have that your opponent when he's laid down on the pit on the cage, you can sweep the legs. You can. There's a lot of things you can do, and there's a lot of things your opponent can do as well. He can kick you in the face.
Well, Goran Slaveski, he said he knows nothing but violence, and that was an apt demonstration as such. Robin, give us your thoughts on yet another quick knockout.
Yeah, Go knows violence. That's exactly right. Hey, man, all of us should be so lucky to know what we were put on Earth to do. Most of us, almost all of us, are not great at everything. Nobody is. You find the thing that you were meant to do and you do it. That's what Go does. He is at peace in the middle of war, and you saw it right there, especially highly aggressive during those moments when he can finish a fight. Unbelievable stuff, and that guy literally, Go knows violence, man.
There's this thing that they say, I believe it is in Braveheart, you know, every man lives, but not every man, oh no, every man dies, but not every man lives. And Goyan, he is living.
It's a good one.
I mean, look, guys, talk to me very quickly as we wrap this one up about the redemption for him, because, you know, he made his debut, heavily marketed debut, December of last year when we were all in Las Vegas. Bare knuckle guy coming in, got smashed by Brandon Jenkins.
Yep.
Right, didn't live up to what he felt he was capable of. Took a long time off, and all of a sudden, hey, 2 wins.
There he is. He just needed to be in his groove, so to say, and I don't think he was in December. We all have our off days.
I think a lot has to do with confidence sometimes. You know, maybe this loss is maybe the best thing that have happened to him, because he works on his weaknesses and now he finds what he's good at and he focuses on it, and that's his bread and butter.
Yes, indeed. Good for Goran Slaveski. He moves to 2-1. Let's get a quick word from Brave Browser. They are the official internet browser of Karate Combat. 3 times faster than Chrome and the best privacy online. Well, in this next bout, we are going to determine who is the #1 contender in the straw weight division. It is a highly anticipated scrap between Saba Nabavinejad and Jade Jordan. Let's go ahead and touch on Saba Nabavinejad first. She's a Kyokushinkai fighter. She's fighting out of Keller, Texas. Really good amateur record. Took a really nice unanimous decision win over Fabia Esquivel in March when we saw her first.
Yep, she said she's going to keep the distance, throw many different moves just to confuse her opponent. She says her opponent is great, but is very basic in what she does, and she wants to spin and kick for a knockout to the head.
Yeah, and George, she's taking on a lady from France in Jade Jordan, who looked absolutely amazing when we saw her last at KC50, taking out Stephanie Skinner.
Yeah, Jade said that her opponent, she knows that her opponent is very aggressive. So she will come at her as well, and she wants to go with lever shot. So don't be surprised if we see her try to go for a lever shot tonight.
And man, she's an animal. Like everybody says when she trains at Gochet, she's such a sweet girl. As soon as she starts training, she's an animal.
Founded in 2018, Hex Trust is a leading digital asset service offering a range of services and a leader in staking.
But Nabavinejad, she is tough Kyokushin lady. So try to put her away, it's going to be very hard to do.
Yeah, she's going to look to get inside that range. Obviously good with the kicks to the head from short distance as well. But Jordan Bass, that performance she put in when we were in Salt Lake City a couple of months ago was absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, I watched a highlight reel from her the day before and I go, oh, okay, I can't wait to see her fight.
Yeah, she's one of those people who's got that switch, right? She's super sweet, she's super kind, and then all of a sudden you put her in some gloves and close that pit wall, and boy, it kicks off.
But then Nabavinejad, she is as tough as they come as well.
We saw in the beginning of the fight, Jorand, she threw a kick to the body, and then right after, as she land the kick to the body, she goes with a rear cross, which is a very good combo to lower your opponent's guard.
My first knockout in Pancras was a right high kick, right cross.
Our token holders very, very heavily favoring Jade Jordan in this one. 3/4 of them, in fact, putting their tokens on her for this evening. A huge prize pool by an early prelim fight standard of 15 million tokens.
Wow. Very well-timed front kick she has every time.
Yeah.
Second one.
She says she want to target the liver. We'll see if she's able to do it.
Cross, liver cross.
Forward pressure from Jordan right now.
Yeah, she's the aggressor.
Oh,
that one connect.
Yeah, you saw it.
Boss, what do you make of the hand motions of Nabavinejad? She's not got a lot of head movement, but a lot of hand movement in defense.
You know, it's very confusing. It's like when I talk to somebody and I think there's going to be a fight, I'd use a lot of hand movement because then they can't detect when I'm going to hit or when I move my hand. So that's, I guess she's doing the same thing.
We'll have a cheeky check right hook on the way in.
I'm going to suddenly start speaking like an Italian guy. hey, what up, boom.
She's switching stance.
There's the same combination again. Right kick, right cross.
Yeah, Jorand got a very good combination when she used her rear kick, rear cross. Like one after the other, bam, bam. She connects very often when she uses that combination.
You know what I really like about that, because throwing a right roundhouse kick or a cross is almost the same body movement for your opponent. So if you first give a low kick and then you load up again, she thinks it's another kick, and then you make it a cross or you flip it, it works really well. Nice back fist there by Nabavinejad.
Yeah. But she did eat a few shots on the way in as well, and marching straight back to her corner is Jordan. A little bit longer for Nabavinejad. Good first round in the books, guys, but you got to say perhaps Jade Jordan getting the better of that one.
Yeah, she threw more volume. She's constantly be the aggressor, in and out and in and out. But, you know, James Vick is in the corner for Nabavinejad, and he knows his stuff. So he's going to talk to her right now and probably say you got to be offensive, you got to go in there.
George, what are you seeing in these replays?
I would give the advantage of the round to Jorand. She threw more punches, she hit the target more often, and she was the aggressor.
So just because we think it's one way doesn't mean that the commission judges here will agree. But
plane is already here, I see, for my flight home, because I fly only private. Right.
Yeah, what a backdrop we've got here. Some supercars, some private jets.
We only had the new DeLorean. Oh, double low kick. I saw Tiffany Versus do that, 5 low kicks in a row, and they all connected. That was so badass. Ding, 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 ding. Whoa. Oof, that was a hard shot.
Yeah, a lot of intention behind the shots of Jorand here. One of the things we were impressed about in her debut was just work rate as well as her technical ability.
Oh, you got to see a highlight reel, man. You got to freak. You go like, whoa. And then when you interview her, so what do I like to do? Oh, I like to do girly things, like to do my nails and my hair. Okay, all right. And then she starts fighting.
And she's always throwing in combinations. It doesn't matter if there's punches coming back at her. She's going to hit the combo that she's aiming to throw.
And it's smart, you know. I always people go with one punch counters. I go, why don't you make it a combination?
That's true.
If the first punch lands, might as well keep going. Yeah, look at that, beautiful. That was already going to the body now, right? With the high kick after.
What do you feel Nabavinejad has
Needs
to do
come.
here?
She cannot be on her back foot. She needs to come forward. She needs to smother her opponent. You see, the front kicks from Jade are very nice. I mean, every time she threw it, she connected with it. Throws her opponent constantly off balance. But yeah, Nabavinejad needs to come forward.
We haven't seen takedowns and throws attempts so far, so it's really like a pure striking fight.
Yeah, very limited clinch work from the two ladies here.
Yeah.
Which is weird because Jorand is also a mixed martial art. Oh, that was a hard kick to the body, to the spleen section with the shin. The ones that you don't hear, right, George? Those are the ones.
Yes.
Pedro Hizo got me with a liver kick one time. He didn't know, because if he would have known, I would have been out. But and I started throwing a lot of crosses, which we never do, of course, if you're hurt by the liver. And he took the bait, so that I continued.
Should touch on this as well, Bas. We haven't really seen elbows or knees either.
Oh, that's true.
Which are, of course, are newer but very complete weapons. If you watched our Thailand show last month, wow, were those elbows.
Yeah. Well, surprise, surprise, in Thailand.
Jorand is switching stance, went back to his original stance.
I like it when they lift the knees, feinting constantly. Feints are so important, nobody's doing it.
A lot of people that don't know that when you feint an opponent and he flinch, it taxes his nervous system. And the nervous system is like a muscle. The more you get your opponent to flinch, the more he gets tired, the more his nervous system and his reaction time will decrease.
And that's how you beat BJ, right? BJ
exactly.
Yep.
So end of the round here, and that's a great combination to finish from Jorand.
Yeah, Nabavinejad, she needs to come forward.
And Nabavinejad almost heading back to the wrong corner. Doesn't look too fatigued yet, but let's go ahead and take a look at some of the replays here. A little clash of heads, actually.
Yep.
Now, at some point in this round, Nabavinejad did have a couple of very nice right hands, but nice head movement there.
Yeah, just out of the way. Boom, that was close. That was close for a knockout.
And
that was the last series. That was so nice.
Combo to end the round, and that was really the story of that second round in the first as well. It's just when she starts throwing, it's always 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe with a kick on the end. It's just relentless, and it's hard to stop for Nabavinejad.
It's hard to
right
stop,
now.
and that's why the only way to stop a good striker is to push the fighter backwards. It's very hard to fight backwards, and that's what she needs to do, Nabavinejad, because otherwise she's going to lose this match.
Yeah, it's tougher as well, right? She's got the reach disadvantage. She's got to find a way inside to do that.
You see, and that's why even more you want to be inside.
You can fight, you can back up sometimes, but when you strike, it's important that you throw with a force going forward.
Yep.
Can't do it on fighting on your heel all the time.
Ooh, nice jab in the face, intercepting. I love it. Oh, yeah. She was ready for another single kick because she came with the cross. It's good that Jorand didn't do it. But you can tell that Nabavinejad was reading her.
I mean, this is, realistically, this is getting into do-or-die territory for Nabavinejad now. She's got 2 minutes left. She's almost certainly down 2 rounds.
She needs to push.
Yeah.
She needs to come forward.
She need a finish, yeah.
Smart by Jorand again, lifting the knees, constantly keep him busy.
Yeah, it's that baseball punch, overhand right.
What would you do, Bas, if someone in front of you lifts his leg like this, like doing back and forth, left and right?
Well, I would kick the legs, but you have to watch out that they, at that moment, don't come with the front kick. But you need to take the shot.
You would try to time it while his leg is going down to kick the leg.
Yeah.
Aha.
Yep. Plus, and it could be completely off balance. So there's your counter.
Jordan told us that, she really just loved to box and mix a few kicks in, and that's been her game plan, hasn't it? It's the first real clinch we've seen.
Plus also when they lift the leg and you kick the calf and the muscle is relaxed from the calf, that's a break to happen.
Yes.
Waiting to happen. You see, Nabavinejad, when she came forward, she connected.
Yeah.
So she needs to come.
She needs more of that, exactly. She cannot expect doing the same thing, having a different outcome. If you do the same thing, nothing will change. You have to switch to adapt.
Nice little folded elbow from Jorand, but Nabavinejad has about 30 seconds here to probably in all likelihood find a stoppage.
It's like the definition of madness or something, right? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome.
Absolutely.
But she's very, very tough. Like I'm impressed by her ability to take the punch. Like she got hit a few times very hard.
Yeah, but I did that before, Keep Machine, and she's the carpenter. Ooh, she will build a roof for you, and she does all these things. That's her job.
Wow.
So yeah, she's a tough lady.
Well, end of the bout there. I love that little right knee that Jorand mixed into that combination. Perhaps a little bit of a foregone conclusion on the judges' scorecards for that one, but what a lot of action. Robin, how did you see that fight?
Hey, guys, I think I agree with you guys. It looked like Jad will likely be the winner. Why? Because as complex as fighting is, she's able to keep it very simple. See everything as it's happening, simply stay in balance and express her weapons, move when the weapons return, move her feet, and rinse and repeat. In balance, striking, hitting the targets, moving her targets. Really good performance by Jad. I think the judges will see it for her.
Yes, thank you, Robin. Here are some replays from that third period, and that was the right knee.
And also in round number 2, when she dipped her head a little bit, she right away threw up that knee. You know, the reflexes from Jorand are really good.
Yeah, Nabavinejad just couldn't quite beat that range, could she? The range and the aggression.
Yeah, she needs to push in there.
Well, let's go ahead and get the official decision here in this strawweight contest.
Your winner by unanimous decision, out of the red corner, Jade the Princess Jorand!
Jade Jorand remains undefeated here in karate combat. TKO victory back in October and a good decision win over a tough opponent here.
It's true, she speaks French.
Yeah.
Congratulations, félicitations.
Let's go ahead, and for the first time tonight, Dean Thomas is with our winner.
Jade, first off, congratulations. That was a dominating performance against a very tough opponent. Was there anything that she did that surprised you tonight?
I thought she was going to go forward on me all the time, like she always do at other fight, but she didn't. So, okay, my coach told me to relax. I relaxed. I was just waiting for her to come and to strike. And look, I won. That's the most important.
The last time you were here inside the pit, you got a knockout. Now you got a dominating performance. The only thing left for you, perhaps, is what I think every fighter wants, and that's a title shot. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I want to fight for the belt. Hopefully, now that I won that fight, she was the #1 contender. I was the #2. No, I guess I'm the #1, so I hope I'm going to fight for the belt for my next fight.
That's something I think we all hope to see. Ladies and gentlemen.
I want to thank all my sponsors, Venom, Body Stab Gym, Randonza, and Somo. People, don't forget to scan my QR code to get a chance to win 10K. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your winner, Jade Jorand.
Yeah. I'll make the noise. Yeah.
Jade Jorand, she is going to be your #1 contender in the women's strawweight division. Tonight's fight stats are brought to you by Cloudbet. Cloudbet now offers karate combat markets. Head to cloudbet.com to check it out. And Bas, look at those, 178 strikes attempted for Jorand, landing 74 of those head strikes. Whopping 138 of 178 were at the face.
Wow, that's a lot. No takedowns. I did expect something maybe, especially with your training at GoChat, maybe throwing the takedown just to confuse the opponent, right?
Yeah, sometimes just to confuse, even if you don't succeed at taking your opponent down, at least you create a dilemma and you make your opponent worry about something else.
Yeah, let's go ahead and run straight into our next fight coming up. We told you we were going to move fast, guys.
Move fast, moving fast.
Loxby Montalvan returns once again, becoming a firm favorite over the year here at Karate Combat, and he takes on a debutant in Israel Gonzalez, El Machete.
El Machete.
And there he is, Israel Gonzalez, the 25-year-old, has a pretty hefty amateur and professional mixed martial arts record coming into his debut here, Bas.
It's freaking crazy. He says his opponent looked like a boxer. So he's going to press the fight, and he will look for openings, a tomahawk elbow or a flying knee for the knockout, he said.
Yeah, and his opponent tonight, a man we've seen 3 times over the last 12 months, made his debut when we were in Las Vegas last December. Loxby Montalvan, and he's picked up 2 more wins after that, so 3-0 in here coming into tonight.
He knows that his opponent loves boxing. He's very good with his hands. So he's gonna try to counter that with his kicks. And he wants to hit him with the Oshiro Mawashigiri for the KO.
You know, we always chuckle with Loxby because his nickname for a long time was Couch Potato, because he would always get out of shape between bouts and would just kind of rock up and start fighting. And you know, since he's put a real training camp together, it's kind of flourished.
You know what I said? He said to me he's going to kick with his toes. I say, you mean the ball of your foot? And he says, no, the toes. I go, man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
exciting news. Karate Combat is launching a new L2 blockchain called Up to let other projects and sports leagues white label, customize, and launch their own native iOS and Android apps for free. Ready to level up? Visit up.rodeo to learn more.
And that's exactly what he said, George, what you said. It's even sharper. I say it, but you can break your toes. He said, I'll take the risk.
Token holders respecting that undefeated record of Montalvan with 83% of their token placement going on that young man.
Yeah, but man.
Oh, it's over.
I think
this is over quick.
Yes.
Shots up under the leg in a kind of undercut.
Oh. Wow.
Lots of power.
I looked down at my notes for 5 seconds.
Yep. Don't blink. We say it many times, and then we blink. And it's over.
Loxby Montalvan, that's his first round 1 stoppage. That's 3 TKOs in a row for this young man now.
What a night.
Got a freak a lot of power. He said, you know, because the couch potato name, he didn't really like it anymore, so now he tries to stay in shape, and boy, it's paying off.
Look at that uppercut.
Beautiful, knee to the liver.
Left. Oh, I think that's maybe they need to deliver.
Yep.
It's a delay damage. You know when it happened?
Yep.
You get hit, then it takes a few seconds before you feel the pain.
Yeah, your body needs to register. It goes like, yeah, I get it.
It almost looked like it's a fake, a fake knockout, but it's not. It really what it is. When you get hit to the liver, it takes like a second. It's a delay, and then you crumble. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it was the left knee to the body.
A little tough to tell from some of the replays there, but let's go ahead straight away and get the official decision here. It was a very quick bout number 4.
Wow.
TKO out of the red corner, Loxby Montalvan.
Wow.
Loxby Montalvan, your winner by TKO. Very decidedly, he's going to head up for a word with Dean Thomas.
Loxby, that was quick. Did you expect the fight to go that fast?
No, we expected it to go a couple rounds, but I was aiming to get it done in the first. I wanted to go longer, but you know, outcome is pretty much what I wanted. TKO, 3 in a row already. So, awesome, Mr. President. What's next for me? 3 in a row, 4 in a row. Come on, I need something over here.
Well, I think you're in a position to call your own shot. Who is it that you want to fight?
Right now, I'm open to anybody. Any call out, same call out as last time. He's injured, waiting for him to get off, finish recovering. After that, we can run in the next couple of months. I'm ready to go next month, if anything. I heard KC's coming back to town, so in a month, so I'm ready for that. Mr. President, put me back in Miami, hometown.
Well, listen, you're in your hometown, man. Your people are all out here. What do you want to say to your people?
Thank you for coming out to support. I hope I put on a show for you guys. I love you all. Thank you.
You heard it, folks. Put your hands together for your boy Loxby Montalvan.
Yeah, guys. You know, Loxby Montalvan is starting to actualize his potential. And bear with me here. This sounds counterintuitive, but the more shape you're in, the longer you can fight, the more likely sometimes you are to finish it early. Why would that be? When you're not in shape, you feel that need. You got to go fast. You got to get it over. But when you are in shape, you can relax. You know you can handle the full 3 rounds or 5 rounds when that comes. You know you're in the shape to be able to go out there. You're not in that urgency, so you can relax and let the fight come to you. That's what Loxby did. And when he landed that knee, when it compresses that floating rib, it's hepatic trauma. And that organ secretes all kinds of poisons and completely shuts the body down. Why was he able to do it? Because he was so relaxed and so in flow, he could express that weapon beautifully.
Thank you, Robin, for the primer on hepatic trauma.
Yes, now we know there's all kinds of poisons slipping into the body at the moment you hit the liver.
Guys, what do we say about Loxby Montalvan? A very, very quick night's work. He asked to come back. We're back in Miami, start of 2025. When your fight lasts 30 seconds and you take no damage, you might as well fight again.
100%, right? 100%. Keep on
100%.
fighting.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the best thing. You know, you never expect to, like, I mean, you always wish to win a fight fast, but you always expect for the worst. You know, that's how you go into a fight. You go into a war expecting the worst, but that's how mentally you get prepared. And when it comes easier, like, you take it. It's better.
Yeah, I mean,
icing on the cake.
This division, the bantamweight division, of course, tonight we're going to crown a new bantamweight champ.
Yep.
You know, Loxby Montalvan's a good addition in that, and I think it's time we start seeing him take a little bit of a step up, perhaps.
That's going to happen. Well, tonight, if he goes for the belt, whoever's going to win tonight, that's going to be the next guy. And 3 in a row with 3 finishes, yes.
Well, join us again in about 30 seconds. First, a quick word from our new product, Up.
We've been working for years to build a platform that gives our fans control of karate combat.
In the new app, you'll be able to collect free karate combat tokens and then vote on your favorite fighters with those tokens.
If they place their tokens on the fighter they think is going to win and they win, they get more tokens. If not,
not a problem at all. You lose no tokens, then just try again.
Pick a winning fighter and earn more tokens.
The more tokens you score, the deeper you dive into the VIP experience. Front row seats to knockout action, exclusive invites to after parties, and a shot at special prizes that blow your mind. It's your time to become a legend. Download the Karate Combat app and join the revolution with the Karate Token.
There you see a shot of our current interim lightweight champion, Jedrzejczyk Rind. He is here enjoying all of the action tonight. Of course, we're trying to make that all-exciting fight against Luis Rocha for you in the very near future. And Bas, sky's the limit for this young man.
He's I told all the fighters here, I said, that's the blueprint. That's the guy who comes in, and the only thing he does is training and analyzing fights, and that's the only thing he does. And then he has a job on the side also, very successful, but he does what he does. He puts the work in, and you see him getting better every single time.
So we've got a catchweight bout for you at the halfway point of our card. Eynaud from Australia is taking on Adam Monster Dad Ramos from Brazil. And Adam Ramos, he's someone we've seen before a couple of times actually, but unsuccessful so far in his debuts and follow-ups in the pit. Of course, his last outing was all the way back in September of last year against Sam Alvey in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, Souza says his opponent probably wants to fight close, so he's going to try to stay on the outside and he's going to pick his shots. And he loves intercepting strikes, so as soon as he throws a low kick, he wants to connect with a cross to the head.
Yeah, I mean, look, he has a great, sport karate background, Pan American, South American champion, just trying to make his way into full contact here. And he is tonight taking on Australian debutant Eynaud, and the 28-year-old has a fantastic pro record at 35-9, and interestingly was also the winner of season 11 of Australia's Married at First Sight.
He says that he studied his opponent, and he thinks the key, because he thinks his opponent has very often his hands down and his chin up. So he's going to use his boxing and the speed of his hands to capitalize on him.
Well, download the Karate Combat app, vote live iOS and Android apps today to collect your 88 free karate tokens so you can help run the league and play up-only gaming at Karate Combat 52 in Miami. Black pants for Eynaud, white pants for Adam Ramos. Catch weight of 200 pounds for this bout. 3 threes on the clock if they need them.
I heard a lot about Eynaud, and everybody's saying that he's really solid. So, looking forward to it. Anyone, like you said, that TV show. You know, you meet a girl and you're going to get married right away. You don't know anything about her. It's a big show apparently in Australia.
Well, looking for some defensive guard work here. The power of Ramos getting the better of that initial exchange here. And Ramos still on both feet, so still able to strike, but Eynaud does a good job of tying him up.
Very smart.
And he did exactly what he said he was going to do. He wanted to intercept the kick. That's exactly what he did.
Ooh! Oh, right hand was a hard one.
Yeah, the spinning back kick was good, but it looked like it landed just to the hip bone rather than the liver or the stomach.
See, and this is what I all the time say. I say, if somebody does it, why don't you put him in the guard? Because it will stop the fight. Smart.
Well, Eynaud looks like he's taking a bit of time to settle in here. And take a look in the top corner of your screen. It's the replay of that spinning back kick.
Oy.
Yeah, he's taking his time.
Ramos shaking his head here. He's very slowly marching forward. Looks like he's trying to work the counters.
Yeah, Ramos looks to me like he wants to intercept, to counter.
Yep.
And his opponent is looking for to study him and land a clean shot.
Yep. See, again, intercepting. He's doing it.
Great, good game plan so far.
Yeah, it's only when Eynaud is not going to throw, it's going to be a standstill, which is not a good thing.
Eynaud gets a knee off and he's trying to work some elbows here.
Smart to the collarbone, 6 pounds of pressure and it breaks. And I broke it one time when I was a kid. That's it. You can't lift your arm anymore. So.
It's a shame Ramos wasn't able to capitalize on that position up against the wall. We've seen how hard it can be to free yourself from that 45-degree incline. And you're not considered down, so all strikes, including head, knees, and kicks, are legal.
And flying elbows. When somebody's laying against the wall, sign me up.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah.
20 seconds left in round number 1 here. The heavy favorite, Jaden Eynaud, on the back foot. Coming into this one.
Oh! Nice!
Wow! Short right hook absolutely puts Ramos to sleep.
But you see how he did that? He made the switch kick, and then he made him think it's another switch kick, and he gave the cross. That was beautiful.
What a knockout in his debut for the Australian.
Wow. That was smart. Very good.
Oh my God. That was a hell of a knockout.
Sprayed with water, pit side here.
Yeah.
Thankfully he didn't drink Coca-Cola. Watch this.
Let's take a
switch
look.
kick, boom. And now he thinks it's another one. And he makes that weird little thing and he comes with a cross. Here, see? Boom.
Oh, beautiful
How smart was
misdirection.
that, right?
And Ramos is barely coming around here. He's still prone on the ground.
Oh, man.
He's the one who tasted his own medicine. He got intercepted by the left hook.
He tried to get the power bomb in on the back end as well.
I love that setup. I love that setup. Make the switch and then make the switch but come with a cross. Oh, man. You see, that's thinking. I love it when people do that stuff.
I literally just said he was on the back foot as well.
Yeah.
Well, that is definitely how you get it done.
And I will see his celebration after he drank some water, climbed the pit, and I thought he was out of breath and threw the water all over us.
All his friends say, what did you do when you won? Well, I went and spat water over George St. Pierre and Bas.
But it was nice and cool, so I'm okay with it. And it was water, it was not Coca-Cola or something.
Let's go ahead and get some reflection from Robin while we get some medical attention to Adam Ramos here.
Yeah, this combination, what you saw, sorry, going to say it again, we have that in Bantamweight Thai.
Guys.
Yep, switch, come with the cross.
Guys, you know, when you see this is a reminder of how serious this is. We come in and we're excited to see action and artistry, chaos, all of these things. But we are reminded this is an incredibly dangerous game that these athletes partake in for our entertainment. So we're hoping to see Monster Dad come to his feet shortly and be able to thank his opponent Jaden for such a wonderful fight.
It's much harder than I thought it was. No.
Yeah, you know what is the worst?
Not good.
It's the fact that the back of his head hit the canvas. So it's not only the left hook. The left hook, yes, did a lot of damage, but when he fell, after his head hit the canvas, and that's very dangerous.
Yeah, and you feel bad for Adam Ramos because, of course, his last outing was against Sam Alvey, who also has that vicious short hook as well inside the pocket. And we're getting him the medical attention he needs. Join us again very shortly. Let's go ahead and remind you guys what's coming up for that bantamweight title shot tonight. Here's a preview of our main event.
I think he came
2024 has been a world takeover. We've been around the planet, and we're finishing off in my hometown in Miami.
Andres Madera versus Gabriel Varga.
Their last bout ended with controversy. Robelis Despaigne is the biggest athlete we've ever had in karate combat.
He's taking on Dominik Jedrzejczyk. KO artist Rafael Alves welcomes UFC veteran Kama Worthy to the pit.
You know enemy, I kill you.
For your co-main event, we have Cosmo Alexandre taking on Igor de Castaneda.
The bantamweight title is on the line.
Chelmiah has had a spectacular year. He's made it clear that he wants his belt back. He'll be taking on Arturo Vergara, who's 5-0 in karate combat with 4 finishes.
They're gonna knock you out 1 round.
Any chance he gives me, I'm taking him out.
Up-only gaming is different. When a fight comes up, if you have karate tokens, you place them on a fighter. If he wins, you get additional tokens. If he loses, you don't lose anything. Web3 has allowed us to engage the fans and do things that we couldn't do with traditional tools. We're looking for 10, 20 million fans. Traditional blockchains don't support that kind of volume. We're enjoying the journey. We're really excited about the community's response within Web3 and traditional sports.
We've been working for years to build a platform that gives our fans control of karate combat.
In the new app, you'll be able to collect free karate combat tokens and then vote on your favorite fighters with those tokens.
If they place their tokens on the fighter they think is going to win, and they win, they get more tokens. If not,
Not a problem at all. You lose no tokens, then just try again.
Pick a winning fighter and earn more tokens.
The more tokens you score, the deeper you dive into the VIP experience. Front row seats to knockout action, exclusive invites to after parties, and a shot at special prizes that blow your mind. It's your time to become a legend. Download the Karate Combat app and join the revolution with the Karate Token.
So we are back here in our private aircraft hangar just outside Miami, and Adam Ramos has received the medical attention he needs. They're getting him stretchered off, and we're going to go ahead and make it official now and get the hand raised of Jaden Eynaud.
Your winner out of the red corner by knockout, Jaden Eynaud.
Well, what a debut for the Australian.
If he wants, he can simply walk out because the pit is still open.
Well, they're just trying to get Dean Thomas in place for a post-fight interview here. We're going to find out what he thought. Nope.
Let's work your way over here, big man.
There we go. Let's go ahead and find out how he's feeling.
I think he's
First off, congratulations, man. That was a spectacular knockout. He was out on the way down. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling not really surprised. I knew it would happen. I didn't think it would happen in the first round. I thought maybe second or third, but that's what we came in to do. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is Muay Thai, and now it's in karate combat. It's here to stay.
So talk to me about that Muay Thai. Walk me through that setup to the knockout.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's all muscle memory. I don't even know how I knocked him out.
Well, I'll tell you what, he was out, he was gone, and I hope he is healthy afterwards.
I hope he's healthy too. Also, I pray for him. But there's one other thing. All right, guys, listen up. Listen up. Give me back. Go. President Awesome. I'm going to call out President Awesome here, the founder, CEO, and owner of Karate Combat. Come up. I'm calling you out, bro.
If you don't hurry your old ass up.
All right, guys, everyone, this is President Awesome, the owner, founder, and CEO of Karate Combat. He's doing, listen up everyone, because I'm talking. He's doing great things for combat sports. He's looking after the athletes, and he's showing Chatri how to actually do it. But, that being said, there is one thing that he isn't doing that Chatri is doing, and that is the $100,000 knockout bonuses. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you think that knockout was deserving of $100,000 knockout bonus, make some noise. No, I mean, make some noise. Let's go. So, President Awesome, are you going to let Chatri outdo you, or are you going to step it up, and are you going to actually look after the fighters?
You're phenomenal. It's reminding me of Trump's negotiation that he did a couple days ago when he got a couple $100 billion. Let's talk about it outside. No official statement right now.
Come on, that means it's a no. Come on. You know if it's going to be a yes or no. You can say no.
Look, we are planning to do Fight of the Night bonuses. That's one that's very special. You will be back. There will be Fight of the Night bonuses. And I promise you're on that list again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Eynaud.
So, Jaden Eynaud just trying to coerce his way to a little bonus there, but Bash George, that was a pretty impressive knockout.
It was, and it was the setup, like you said, it was muscle memory, but it's a whole move. It's the tongue, and then once people take the bait, you do it again, bam, and add a punch, and that was what he did.
There's almost nothing more dangerous in fighting than getting hit while you're throwing a kick. Because you're stepping towards your opponent and your opponent stepping towards you. Throw the kick, you're on one leg, it's double impact, and especially if it's outside of your field of vision, you don't see it coming. And unfortunately, when he landed, the back of his head hit the canvas. I saw he was moving, but maybe by precaution,
stabilizing the neck.
They wanted to keep it on the stretcher.
Yeah, we of course wish Adam Ramos the speediest of recoveries, but what a way that was to end our preliminary card here. We're moving on to the main card this evening, and it is a fantastic rematch to open this one up. It's Gabriel Varga and Andres Madera. And if you don't remember when this bout took place previously, back in Texas, it was ruled a no contest due to an accidental eye poke from Gabriel Varga. But hey, Madera came to fight in that one.
Yes, he really did. And he comes from a point karate also, so for him to go full contact against a guy like this, great. He's going to feel him out, that's what he said. He's probably not going to kick. He said, because last time I catch the kick and I sweep him. He wants takedown with a ground and pound finish because that's what he dreamt.
Yeah, he was very, very aggressive coming into his last bout. Made his way over here from Dallas, and he's going to be looking for probably what was a repeat of the opening rounds there when he really started getting the better of the more accomplished striker in Gabriel Varga.
He's gonna try, he said, he's gonna try to avoid his cross. He believes his opponent's cross is very dangerous, and his bread and butter is the left hook. So we'll see if his plan will work out.
Yeah, Gabriel Varga, the man we're gonna see make that walk in a minute. You know, we've always joked, Bas, the guy's, you know, it's a little bit, when he gets into his surgical.
Like a serial killer.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, you wouldn't be surprised if they find 50 bodies in his backyard. Because he loves gardening as well. But this is a guy who dissects his opponent. So the last fight he had, You better believe he looked at it, and he's got this crazy computer. He's laser guided. He's a really great striker, so he will find answers.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things we're most excited about in this bout is what is Gabriel Varga going to have to do in his training to adjust. He's known for being so analytical and technical about these bouts. But you know, this karate combat rule set, it's ever evolving. He struggled a little bit with consistency within some of the clinch and takedown game. I know he's been working on that. So very excited to see what he does coming into this bout against Madera now.
Yeah, I would say his weaknesses is the takedown defense. You know, he needs to work on that.
And that's exactly what he said he did. So smart.
Sign up now to DeLoreanLabs.com to be eligible to get on the allow list for the upcoming DeLorean DMC token presale on Republic.com starting January 21st. Hashtag WhenDeLorean. What about to open the main card here? Black pants for Varga, white pants for Madera. Venezuela versus Canada.
That cross, yeah.
Yep, the big right hand, that's what he said. You can see traditional karate style, the blitz coming forward. I would move to the side if I was Varga instead of straight backwards, because sometimes they keep on blitzing.
We tout a lot of the medals and belts that Varga has in a lot of kickboxing organizations like Glory, like Bellator. He's got some world championships. Let's not forget though, Bas, Andres Madera was an Olympian. He fought in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics for Taekwondo.
Oh, listen, this guy's a freak. And I mean it in a good way.
One thing I think that Varga should try is to go for that leg kick. You see that that his opponent's legs are wide open. You know, like he's got a very wide stand.
And there's no way he can check it also because he stands in a bladed position.
Absolutely. However, when you throw that leg kick, the danger is to get countered by the cross.
And that was actually a good leg kick for Madera, for a guy who's a point karate guy and really digging it in there.
Yeah, he might have listened to what we say.
Oh!
I apologize, it was karate, of course, not taekwondo, not quite taekwondo, a little bit of error in the notes there, but that Shuryu discipline.
Throw.
We're seeing some beautiful technique in the blitz from Madera here.
Yeah, Varga said, I cannot lay on the ground anymore and not move. I got to immediately get back up because that's what he learned the last time they fought. And he did that.
Yeah.
So.
Varga spending a lot of time growing his YouTube channel at Gabriel Varga Official up in British Columbia where he makes his home.
Man, Madera, he's smart because last time he kept coming forward and now he's very composed. I think that threw Varga off the game.
This is the most kind of classic karate stance into a blitz that we've ever seen in the pit.
Yep.
He's got a very, very good blitz. And for people that just do it in a blitz is when you push off with your rear leg and you blitz with a cross. You throw your cross in a straight line. And he's very good at this.
Look at this beautiful throw again.
You see a replay of that right hand in the top corner of your screen there. It was a good takedown from Madera once more. And it seems like he's picked up right where he left off.
He's doing a phenomenal job. I did not expect this, but it's very smart what he's doing. Like I said, he's not coming forward like he did last time. Complete different fighter now. And that threw Varga off. But Varga, you give him one whole round, and he will put it in his computer, and it's going to be different. I should have thrown a knee there, but hey, that's me.
Closing seconds of round number one. Feint on the blitz there. Well, an aggressive finish from Varga, but a lot of scoring shots landed from Madera. Let's take a look back at some of the action from that opening stanza. Oh, nice little, almost Haragoshi, spinning him around.
There's a lot of near misses, like that blitz. If it would have connect now, it would have caused a lot of damage.
Yep. I always think about Vito Belfort versus Vanderlei Silva in Brazil when he blitzed straight forward.
Listening into the red corner here.
And then you return. You hit that body. And then you hit the body, and then you go up to the head. You turn it around this time, okay?
We can see some very significant damage on the right eye of Gabriel Varga. getting instructions to attack the body before the head.
Well, let's see what happens if he listens, and he's the kind of guy who listens. So, and this is also smart pushing forward. That takes the blitz away.
Oh, that works.
Yep.
Yeah, and some of those shots definitely got through. Madera rattled briefly there.
Like you said, Bas, the longer the fight goes, it might favor Varga, because Varga is very good at adapting himself.
Yep, analyzing.
Madera, I would say, is faster, maybe more explosive. But as the fight goes on, it might favor Varga.
Is the blitz going to slow as we go through the later round?
But now Madera is also, now he's fighting like he fought last time. He's throwing these wild hooks, and he's got to watch out because the cross is always faster. Look, beautiful elbows here.
Yeah, he can't strike from this position though. This is a down position. This is, he's not able to strike from here. The referee needs to break them up.
Varga hit the back of his head when he got flipped.
Oh, and there is a big cut that has opened up here. Now here's the tricky thing, right? Some of these, you can't have both knees on the ground for ground and pound. You have to have one leg up with the sole of your foot planted.
That was nice, and it was relaxed the leg, so that point he's going to feel tomorrow morning when he sits down.
That's what he needs to do. I thought you should have started from the beginning, but when you throw that kick, that rear kick, you're most vulnerable for a counter blitz, you know? So maybe that's why he didn't do it in the first round. He was maybe scared of the Madera explosivity.
It feels like this has given Varga a bit of urgency here. He's pressing forward a bit more decisively than we've seen so far.
And it's only hooks again now for Madera. Oh man, I would throw a lot of crosses if I was Varga. There we go. Cross to the body, hook to the head.
Yeah,
like that together.
The combination of 3 or 4 straights up against the pit wall. So this is legal, and now this is an illegal striking position. Now he's back to a legal position. We just need the referee to be on the ball with these. A lot of blood on the face of Andres Madera.
There we go.
Well, Varga really making the most of it here. 35 seconds left.
He connected with a
big elbows now. Pinning and punching. They're in a great position for the Canadian here.
He put a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
A slow, steady pressure that suffocates his opponent. Now his game plan starts to pay off. Madera is more explosive, but
oh, we are going to get this cut checked. This is, I mean, look, head cuts
and he didn't want to get up.
Tend to bleed pretty profusely.
But the way he got up was not a good sign.
Yeah, let's take a look at what we can see here.
Oh, gee, yeah.
Wow. I mean, here's the thing. Is the blood going to go in his eye? That is really the only criteria. Oh no, take it back. if it's that deep, you've got to consider a stoppage. It's
well, still, if they fill it up, if you got Stitch Duran here, he would have fixed this thing.
Yeah, here's the thing. Sight being obscured is the primary concern they're looking at, and they're going to let it go.
Good,
because the blood is not running directly into his eye.
yeah, the danger it's when it's in the I think the eyebrow. You know, like that's where the blood vessel go. Where it's cut, it's a little bit over the eyebrow.
I would start going to attack the body if I was Varga now.
Well, they're going to go back up to the pit walls and get a chance to really work on that cut now. Of course, Varga's wearing some damage as well, but what a good round for Varga coming back into this one.
Guys, I think it's 1-1. I think Madera won the first round, and then Varga won the second. Like this round might be decisive.
Yeah, all still to play for here as we take a look at the cut treatment going on both sides.
I should, like I said, I would go body shots now, because he's going to expect headshots. Since the cut is there, go for the body. Bring those hands down, boom, go back on top. And Madera needs to start throwing straight punches instead of the hooks. Mix in a few, here and there.
All right, here we go. Here we go. You push forward, he throws, and then you grind him. All right, here we go, guys. Let's go.
Well, I love the pose of Varga there. He kind of steadied himself and did the kind of usu.
Madera is always dangerous in the beginning of the round, especially in the beginning with his splits.
Well, he's got 3 minutes left to go here. Oh, good shots from Madera when Varga tried to find his way onto the inside.
OxyClean, that's a commercial right here for the white pants.
Well, trust me, the black pants are wearing some damage as well. You just can't see it as readily.
That's why my buddy always says he has black underwear.
2 minutes left in this bout. It was fairly even with our token holders. Slight edge to Madera, perhaps based on how the opening rounds went in their previous exchange.
One thing that Madera just did that is better than the previous round is no, actually he just felt right now exactly in the same trap. He's going backward in a straight line and he fall on his back, and that give the opportunity for Varga to go with some very hard ground and pound.
Well, there's a great short elbows, and what an interesting position this is. Do you know what? I'm kind of curious why they stopped that position. Oh, they're going to wave it off here.
Yeah, he did it in round number 2 as well. It took a long time for him to get back up.
Yeah, I think he was exhausted, tired, and with all the blood and the ground and pound, he wanted to go out.
Well, you guys said it right. Gabriel Varga, he's known for being able to make those adjustments, that fight IQ. And it's the adjustments that pay dividends for him here, pinning and punching here. And this is all good work, and they ended up in an extremely unorthodox position here at the end of the bout. A lot of short elbows.
He did a great analysis. He adjusted himself. Probably lost the first round, but came back with a forward pressure in the second round and transformed himself in a perfect nemesis of his opponent.
Yeah, that was nice.
Canada showing up for you tonight, George.
Oh yes, baby.
Well, we're just getting some attention for Madera here. In the pit, he is unable to get back to his feet unassisted.
And you see Varga is waiting for his opponent he wants to make sure his opponent is okay. I've talked to him a few times. A very, very respectful man, a true martial artist. You know, talk about respect, the value of martial art. He embed those values very well.
Yeah, he doesn't like the trash talking. He doesn't like the gamesmanship. He just wants a good fight.
True traditional karateka, and that's what you get.
Yeah.
It's always, you know, that's what I love about karate, the respect that they have for each other.
Your winner by TKO out of the red corner, Gabriel Varga!
Oh, I see.
Your winner by
Gabriel.
Your winner by TKO is Gabriel Varga, and he has inadvertently headed the opposite way from Dean Thomas. Let's find out how he's feeling on a comeback win for him.
Gabriel, first off, congratulations. Very hard, tough fought fight. That was a rematch in which ended the first time in an eye poke. How good does it feel to finally put some closure on that opponent and get the W?
It feels good because I had a number of people who were speculating if it was a real eye poke. And I can tell you I've been eye poked 2 times in training and once here. And it's like it's worse than a grind shot. Just stops you. And I couldn't see. And I went, I don't want to lose to this guy because he got a legal technique on me. So this time, even in the first round, he got me once, but it wasn't bad this time. It feels good.
So 2 days ago, I asked you about the game plan and what you were going to do. You cut him with a nasty elbow. Was that a part of the game plan?
Definitely incorporating elbows, yeah, part of the game plan. He's so fast. The speed at which that cross comes. And I worked a lot of double leg and single leg takedowns as he threw that. But then we got informed tonight you can't do them. So part of the game plan went out the window, lost the first round, had to rally.
Well, congratulations on the victory. Good to see you get your hand raised. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your boy, Gabriel Varga.
Wow, that was crazy. Listen, coaches will tell you elbows change fights. Congratulations, Gabe. Elbows change fights. Why? We're used to getting punched, kicked. We know elbows are coming. But when Gabriel Varga starts slicing your face open, the back of your mind is thinking, this motherfucker came to scar me for life. It starts sneaking into the mind a little bit, raises the cortisol, your anxiety goes up. What happens? You start to fatigue. You see your own blood, gets in your eyes, it affects you, it affects your fatigue, and Gabe then understands this from experience and just poured it on, more elbows. Gabe is a calm, mellow, cerebral, wonderful Canadian, but he is a bad fucking dude when he wants to be.
A bad dude when he wants to be, indeed. Here are your fight stats brought to you by Cloudbet. Cloudbet now offers karate combat markets. Head to cloudbet.com to check it out.
Yeah, Varga threw twice as much shot than his opponent. Very interesting.
Yeah, a lot of powerful blitzes from Madera, but not a lot of shots landing from those.
That was it. You know, when he gets into round number 2, he starts throwing those hooks. And I don't think you should throw hooks against an accomplished striker because he's going to come with crosses and they're simply faster, right? Straight way is always the fastest way to a knockout. I was just here, Tyrone Spong is here, the phenomenal kickboxer from Holland. And we're just talking, I really want to see that guy in karate combat. Dude,
I hope you get your wish.
Yeah.
Look, very quick wrap up, gents. Good performance from Gabriel Varga, good adjustments. Nice to see him back to winning ways.
Yes, I think so too. And now we know he needs one round to put it download the computer, and then he starts really fighting. So I think it's him and Peter Ertz, who used to have that from Holland as well. Slow starting, but then when he made the switch right away, starting to fight, that's when everything started happening.
Yeah, it's a quality. He's very good at adapting himself to become the perfect nemesis, but he needs time. But it could be a curse. If you fight a guy like Madera, who's very explosive, could be very dangerous if you're a slow starter.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget our sponsor, DeLorean. Sign up now at DeLoreanLabs.com to be eligible to get on the allow list for the upcoming DeLorean at DMC token pre-sale on Republic.com starting January 21st. Hashtag #WhenDeLorean. Lots more action to look forward to here in the pit. We've of course been plowing at top breakneck speed through our prelims here. We're onto the main card now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the remaining 4 fights that are coming up on our main card this evening. Of course, at the top of the card this evening, that bantamweight title fight, it is Vergara taking on Chelmiah, and both these guys extremely worthy of a run at the title. Fast Chelmiah, he's held that title before, looking to get it back.
Yeah, you know, when he had the title, he never sparred before, and then he got dropped with a kick to the liver with a spinning back kick, a back kick to the liver, and he learned from it. And that's literally, I was texting him on the way, I say, you need to start sparring. And once he started sparring, we saw a complete 10.0 Chelmiah, certainly switching stances, being all over the place. I mean, it was the most insane thing ever, and now he's such a complete fighter. It's amazing.
Yeah, back-to-back knockout finishes as well.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't reach your full potential if you don't actually train specifically in what you're gonna do. You know, some guys, they don't need to spar hard, but you need some kind of sparring to stimulate your brain to what you're gonna face.
Yeah, and detect your opponent. Like a back kick, if you would have seen that in training, you would have known that it's gonna come, but he never saw it. And that is when it's gonna be effective for the opponent, of course.
Yeah, really exciting bout at the top of the card. We'll talk more about it in a little bit. Lots of combat sports luminaries in the house tonight. Bas mentioned Tyrone Spong sitting just off to the left-hand side of your screen there next to us. But also in the house is Rashad Evans.
Yeah, Rashad Evans,
Yeah, he's going to get a quick word with King Apollo.
Thanks, Josh. Now, I'm here with Rashad Evans, UFC legend. I love this guy. I watched him since I was growing up. This is your first time at Karate Combat. How do you like it so far?
I like it, man. I like the action. It's fast-paced. And these fighters, they fight hard, man. You can't ask for nothing more than that.
Yeah, it was a very exciting fight on the last one. What's your analysis on that one? How do you feel about that one?
I mean, you know, the karate guy started off real strong, had a nice right hand, but then, you know, my man made adjustments, and those adjustments was the adjustment that he needed to make to win the fight.
Definitely, definitely. Now, do you prefer maybe this over like something that does more heavily grappling, or would you prefer something in between?
You know, I think it all has its place, and I think that, you know, Karate Combat's find a nice little place in itself, and that's what I feel like being here with the fans and just being amongst the fans. That's a big deal. When you think about when the UFC started and started to grow, it grew because of the fans. The fans were part of the show, and Karate Combat is making the fans part of the show.
Yep. It's very intimate, and they get to be around people like you, which is absolutely great. So we appreciate you coming by, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Back to you, Josh.
Yeah, great to have people such as Rashad Evans attending the events here. You can see it's wall-to-wall invite only in our private aircraft hangar here.
And your guy, Guga, I think Guga Foods is here. I mean, this guy, ooh, you want to watch his channel, you want to eat.
Yeah, you want to get hungry? Go watch the Guga Foods YouTube channel.
Yeah.
No, I love that dude. I'm very happy that people like himself are able to come and enjoy the martial arts here. The vibe is really something different, isn't it? We say it not every show, but several shows, right? The vibe is very, very different from a typical combat sports event.
It really is, and everybody says it, you know? Everybody who walks out, if you ask them about it, it's so different. The camera, the lighting, now here the people are so close to the fight. They can literally, we had people in the past who had their beer here right on the front while they're watching the fight.
Yeah, there's punches and kicks flying near their head. they could feel the real experience.
Right, and they get to feel the impact when the fighters hit the pit wall. The viewing experience is totally different. It's unencumbered from quite like anything else in combat sports, and of course it's making its way into other areas of combat sports as well, like our pit submission series that we're going to see at the very end of the card tonight. We've got a couple of those bouts coming up.
How crazy is that? You are one of the guys who said they have to start doing it, and now all the grapplers around the world want to fight, they want to roll in the pit because they cannot go out of bounds, and that's why the last ADCC was also in the pit.
Yeah, they CJI did the pit, of course, to deal with stopping the folks going out of Brown. But look, we're going to move on. We're just trying to get the medical staff situated, obviously. We wanted to make sure that Madera was taken very well care of after that injury. So just getting the doctors situated. We'll be back with you for more action from the pit very shortly. First, let's get a quick word from our partners at Hedera.
Up-only gaming is different. When a fight comes up, if you have cryo tokens, you place them on a fighter. If he wins, you get additional tokens. If he loses, you don't lose anything. Web3 has allowed us to engage the fans and do things that we couldn't do with traditional tools. We're looking for 10, 20 million fans. Traditional blockchains don't support that kind of volume. We're enjoying the journey. We're really excited about the community's response within Web3 and traditional sports.
We've been working for years to build a platform that gives our fans control of Karate Combat.
In the new app, you'll be able to collect free Karate Combat tokens and then vote on your favorite fighters with those tokens.
If they place their tokens on the fighter they think is going to win, and they win, they get more tokens. If not,
not a problem at all. You lose no tokens and just try again.
Pick a winning fighter and earn more tokens.
The more tokens you score, the deeper you dive into the VIP experience. I think I'm fun! Front row seats to knockout action, exclusive invites to after parties, and a shot at special prizes that blow your mind. It's your time to become a legend. Download the Karate Combat app and join the revolution with the Karate Token.
Well, we're back in Miami, just getting the medical staff situated to crack on with the show here, and we still got 4 more fights coming your way. Of course, top of the card, bantamweight title on the line. Arturo Vergara and Chelmiah. Co-main event, the debut of Cosmo Alexandre taking on the always exciting Igor de Castaneda. KO of the year man Rafael Alves is up before that against Karma Worthy, making his debut. But next up, that we're going to jump to in just a moment, it is our first ever super heavyweight bout coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I mean, look, we'll talk about the guys in detail in a minute when we get squared away, but it's just something about fighting someone who's 6'7" or 6'10".
It's amazing, right? And we found them. And both these guys are willing to fight. I don't know who's the best guy, but they had a lot of crazy fights. If you talk to Jedrzejczyk, this guy did hooligan fights. Did you ever hear about that?
No.
They go like 15 people in the forest. Anything goes. So Arturo, grabbing the balls, poking eyes, anything goes. I go, people die. He says, oh, that happened like 3 times. I go,
oh my God.
And you are actually competing in that. Who does that?
He must not be so nervous to step in the pit then.
Yeah. It's gonna be.
You have seen worse.
Let's buy a bread or let's fight in the pit. It's the same. Same emotion.
Well, we're just making some space here, George. We're happy to be joined by the president of BKFC, Dave Feldman. Dave, thanks for joining us in the booth here.
Oh, man, it's great to be here, man. Exciting night. Love these fights, love the pit. Everything about this is awesome.
We were just talking about the vibe at a karate combat event. It's a little bit different to some others. How do you feel being here this evening?
Yeah, man, it's like almost a little bit like an underground event, and I love that feeling. I love that. That's how I started, actually. I love this, man. It's really cool.
And we've had some guys with bare knuckle experience in both bare knuckle boxing and bare knuckle MMA getting in the pit as well, and they bring a nice bit of grit that you may not see otherwise.
Yeah, I think, you know, it's a little brutal bare knuckle, right? And it's for a different kind of guy, and that kind of guy can certainly compete in this kind of organization. You know, you have to be a little different here. This is stand-up, really basically all stand-up stuff. So you got to be willing to bang it out.
Master, have you ever thought about getting in some bare knuckle in your day?
Well,
I mean,
if it would have been around there, I would have loved it, because that's the next up level, right? That's finally a fight that you're going to get nervous again, you know, because it gets at a certain moment. It gets for me, the switch going to the UFC was a big thing, because that lit a little bit fire under my butt, because it becomes too normal. And I think bare knuckle, oh yeah, that will be something completely new.
Well, we're going to crack on in just a moment. Again, we're just getting the medical team situated here pitside so we can get on with the rest of our fights. Join us again in just a couple of short minutes for more action from the pit.
Up-only gaming is different. When a fight comes up, if you have cryo tokens, you place them on a fighter. If he wins, you get additional tokens. If he loses, you don't lose anything. Web3 has allowed us to engage the fans and do things that we couldn't do with traditional tools. We're looking for 10, 20 million fans. Traditional blockchains don't support that kind of volume. We're enjoying the journey. We're really excited about the community's response within Web3 and traditional sports.
We've been working for years to build a platform that gives our fans control of karate combat.
In the new app, you'll be able to collect free karate combat tokens and then vote on your favorite fighters with those tokens.
If they place their tokens on the fighter they think is going to win, and they win, they get more tokens. If not,
not a problem at all. You lose no tokens and just try again.
Pick a winning fighter and earn more tokens.
The more tokens you score, the deeper you dive into the VIP experience. Front row seats to knockout action, exclusive invites to after parties, and a shot at special prizes that blow your mind. It's your time to become a legend. Download the Karate Combat app and join the revolution with the Karate Token.
For your co-main event, we have Cosmo Alexandre taking on Igor de Castaneda.
They're vying for a shot in our middleweight division.
Whoever wins this is the next contender for the vacant title.
Disputar el título me interesa, claro. Mi objetivo es ese, ser campeón del mundo. Lo que quiero es salir y demostrarlo.
He's taking on Cosmo Alexandre, who's a 3-time Muay Thai world champion and a 4-time kickboxing world champion.
It's something new for me. There is no pressure like if I was going to fight Muay Thai or kickboxing. My focus is just in the fight.
Yo creo que ha llegado la hora.
Of course, I want to win, I want to be the champion.
Tengo que ganar claramente por un knockout. Voy a hacerlo.
Now that is your co-main event coming your way a little bit later. You see a lot of the fans getting
tattoos in the neck, paint in the neck.
Yeah, enjoying what's going on here in our aircraft hangar. Bas, talk to me about Cosmo Alexandre, because look, 4-time kickboxing world champion, 3-time world Muay Thai champion, 90 professional K1 bouts. Kind of been there and done that.
Yeah, and I think for him, we were just talking about it, the switch, going to a different organization, different styles, will relight a little bit of fire under his butt, and I think against a guy like that, I do not want to be the opponent.
How do you feel,
he's really good.
George? He's had 2 years out of the pits or out of competition since his last professional bout. Do you think that time off is going to affect him, or is he going to be so well seasoned it's all just memory?
It's not going to affect him as much as a beginner because he's got so much experience. This guy is a veteran, you know, and so he needs, you know, sometimes you need to a break, you know, to maybe come back from an injury, maybe some certain physical problem, then he's going to come back. I think it's not going to affect him. I think he's got a lot of experience, and it's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, Dave, your organization is known for some serious one-hit KOs. Igor de Castaneda, the man he's fighting in that co-main, he's always got that puncher's one-hit chance, and, you know, sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, man, I walked in on a one-punch knockout, and I was like, this is it, man. This is a great sport. I'm really looking forward to that championship match, the main event, and you know, to seeing who can win by a knockout. I'd love to see these knockouts. That's what BKFC is, all fast-paced and a lot of knockouts, and Karate Combat is the same, and I'm really enjoying this.
Well, we're happy to have you here in the booth and join us for our next bout, which is, as we may have told you already, the first ever super heavyweight bout in Karate Combat history. Robelis Despaigne taking on Dominik Jedrzejczyk. And let me tell you, these guys, we cannot understate the size of these two gentlemen. Making his way to the pit first, this is Dominik Jedrzejczyk, 31 years old, 6'10". Vas, tell us about this Polish monster.
Well, he says that he knows his opponent has great kicks, so he wants to push the fight. And he wants to see if he can land a spinning elbow, since nobody did that yet here before, and if he can knock him out. And this is the guy I was talking about with the hooligan fights. This is the guy.
Yeah, he actually does have a 16-second win in a bare-knuckle street fighting event in Poland. Making his debut tonight. 8-3 is his pro K1 record coming into this one. He's not used to fighting guys almost as tall as him, but he's got a big opponent tonight in Robelis Despaigne. Very, very experienced. Black belt in Taekwondo, massive knockout rate as well in mixed martial arts, and also, George, 6'7".
Oh, yeah. And he said, he knows his opponent is very strong. He expects his opponent to be very aggressive, but he wants to use his low kick and his mawashiki, Ushiro mawashiki, which is the round spin kick to end the fight.
And you saw briefly there in that lower third, the token holders here at Karate Combat, 3/4 of them thinking that the big boy from Cuba is going to get it done in this bout here this evening. He does, of course, hold a ridiculously fast 18-second round 1 knockout in his UFC debut.
Whoa, these are giants.
Yeah, a lot of Taekwondo chops, and boy, it is going to be, you know, our pit is 5 feet tall. Usually that's enough. It might not be coming into this one.
Okay.
Well, founded in 2018, Hex Trust is a leading digital asset service offering a range of services and a leader in staking. Thank you to Hex Trust for their support. White pants for Jedrzejczyk. Despaigne in the black pants. Do not blink.
Oh! Over. Right round. See, same body movement. This is faster than 18 seconds.
Wow.
We might have a new record.
I think we might. I got to see that on replay.
5 seconds, 4 seconds.
Fastest knockout in Karate Combat history, in all likelihood.
But you see, it's the same combo road that we were talking about. George and I were talking about it before. Right roundhouse kick and then a right hand.
You know what, Bas? I do enjoy it when we get to say this. Let's take a look at a replay of the entire fight.
Yeah. Boom. Boom. In the neck.
Oh, right behind the ear.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what? 3 seconds, 4 seconds? Boom.
Yeah, not a lot. 5, 6 maybe. I'd love to get an official time clock on that one.
That's a Mike Tyson punch, you know. Just behind it, still outside of the mohawk, so completely legal, but just devastating.
Yeah, I would love to show you the stats off the back of this fight, but the answer is 1 kick and 1 punch.
Oh, man, look at this. And thankfully, he's a nice guy that he didn't keep hitting.
Yeah, he could have. A lot of guys that would have kept going. That's when the referee's job is very important.
Oh yeah. That's why when they told me you want to do the UFC at the beginning with no weight, no referees, I said nobody can stop you. I said no, thank you. So you don't? I said if they have a referee, I'll do it.
I mean, look, he was a member of the Cuban national taekwondo team for 15 years, and you don't often see the hands prioritized in sport taekwondo, but this man is definitely doing that.
Jeez. Try to find another opponent for him. Good luck.
Oh, wow.
Maybe Hafthor?
We can call him, see how he's feeling. Wow, Dave, what are your thoughts on that bout? It's hard to give much of an assessment with 2 strikes.
Explosive. It's what I like to see. I mean, these guys banging it out. They just come in. They make it exciting for the fans. This is what the fans want to see, right? They don't want to see a lot of dull action. They want to see fast knockouts. They want to see gritty action, and that's what they saw tonight.
Well, I'm going to say let's get his hand raised, but I don't know if the referee can raise his hand that high. Let's go ahead and make this one official.
Your winner by knockout out of the red corner, Robelis Despaigne!
That was crazy. It was Godzilla versus King Kong, and I think Godzilla won. My friend Randy Couture got clipped by Brock Lesnar when he was fighting at one time, and he said the real difference was the depth, the range. Brock's body type was so completely different, it was hard to interpret where he was in space. These 2 men are immense, but they're not used to fighting someone just as big as them with just the same reach. It all happened so fast. The kick retracts, lands, and the body expresses the punch. That was crazy. Thank you both for giving us such a special moment in karate combat.
Thanks.
Well, thank you, Robin. Guys, how can you really sum that up? I mean, we might get one more replay for you, but not a whole lot to say there.
No, that's it. You know, when big people hit, well, it's going to leave an impact.
Oh yeah. Guys of that size, of that weight, they have so much power and so much because of, you know, it's
you're getting hit with a canned ham.
Oh, 100%. You get hit with that, you cannot make any mistake.
But especially behind the ear. I mean, that's what I was aiming for in bankers with my wrist. I would always go behind the ear because that's the knockout shot.
Yeah, Dave, it's been a pleasure having you here. I'm sorry.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, guys.
I'm sorry it wasn't a longer fight.
Are you still at fighting weight?
I'm sorry?
You look like you're still at fighting weight, George.
Oh, I'm still in shape.
Good to see you.
See you, bud.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks to Dave Feldman, president of BKFC, for joining us here in the booth. We have 3 more bouts coming your way because, boy, are our fighters making quick work of their time in the pit tonight. Let's go ahead and take a very quick commercial break and get a word from our sponsor, Madera.
Up-only gaming is different. When a fight comes up, if you have cryo tokens, you place them on a fighter. If he wins, you get additional tokens. If he loses, you don't lose anything. Web3 has allowed us to engage the fans and do things that we couldn't do with traditional tools. We're looking for 10, 20 million fans. Traditional blockchains don't support that kind of volume. We're enjoying the journey. We're really excited about the community's response within Web3 and traditional sports.
Well, welcome back to the party, kicking off here just outside of Miami in our private aircraft hangar. President Awesome schmoozing along with our VIPs here. This is an invite-only event, but we're happy to bring you all of the action live and free, as always, on YouTube. Still lots of action to come, believe it or not, as if there hasn't been enough so far this evening. And next bus, we are going to have the return of the man with the most vicious knockout in the history of karate combat, Rafael the Turn Alves. And, you know, Bas, this is someone who, like, Joe Rogan saw this knockout and went crazy.
I believe it. I mean, when I saw, we were scared. I was scared because James Vick, who was unfortunately the other end, it was the receiving end. I mean, he didn't wake up for like a day, you know. So I was texting from the airport. Is he awake? Is he awake? It was scary.
Yeah, it was. You know, there was jubilation at how crazy this knockout was. Everyone went crazy, and then, you know, very real implications set in for all of us, and we got a good reminder. But, you know, let's not take away from Alves did something amazing and dynamic. And George, you weren't with us for that event, but I'm sure you've seen that knockout.
Yeah, 100%. And once again, what may have caused a lot of damage on that as well is the fact that I think he hit the back of his head on the canvas when he got knocked out, you know.
Yeah, let's go ahead and see the matchup card for what is your third bout from the top of the card this evening. Rafael Alves, heavy favorite with our token holders. He is taking on debutant but still very experienced Chelmiah Worthy.
Yeah, Worthy says the game plan is simple. Use the jab because that will set everything up that I want to throw. He says his opponent is strong, but it's not going to be a problem because he might guess. He wants a rolling thunder kick for the knockout. So that's the first one I heard.
Yeah, Chelmiah Worthy, of course, you know, he's got a lot of high-level experience as well. He's got 31 pro MMA bouts. He had 5 bouts in UFC as well. So he has been around. He's a debutant coming in here, but he's not inexperienced.
He said his opponent will try to use his reach to be in and out, but he's gonna push the fight, and he says that he has different combos that we haven't seen that he's gonna do and perhaps get the knockout with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the idea that Rafael Alves has different combos we haven't seen. Bas, here's the thing, look, we have a lot of fighters that throw with speed, we have a lot of fighters that throw with dynamism, we have a lot of fighters that throw with violent intent. This guy is just that cranked to 11 all the time.
And when he told me that he says, oh, I got way more of those crazy techniques. I mean, for the people at home, just Google it really fast right now and you will see it. Inside low kick, and then in midair he switches to a high kick, which landed full underneath the jaw of his opponent, and that's why he went down so hard.
Here are your stats for Rafael Alves. A lot of experience in UFC as well as many other major MMA promotions. He, of course, is coming off back-to-back wins here at Karate Combat. Decision win in his debut in Mexico City, and then that viral knockout of James Vick back in June in Orlando.
Yeah, that was not so smart in Mexico. He thought he won. He didn't know there was an extra round, so he did backflips, 4 backflips, made him super tired, and then they said another round.
Karate Combat 51 is powered by Hedera, our title sponsor. The H-Bar Foundation helps the brightest minds in Web3 take their ideas from on-brain to on-chain. Check out hbarfoundation.com to learn more.
But after those, he still won the fight. So he knows, and he can fight.
Pulling those gi pants up to make sure his hips are free for some of those violent rotations. Oh! Rafael Alves with the capoeira kick to the head, looking for the early finish here with the body shots on the ground.
Man!
Stop.
Oh yeah, he has other techniques. Right? That was crazy.
Yeah, he was right.
Oh, big right hand from Alves right in front of the pit wall here. Our commentary desk is shaking with every one of these elbows. Chelmiah Worthy is anxious moments here.
Oh man.
This is such a unique position you only see in Karate Combat. It's a mount without being a mount. And oh, they were all legal striking positions.
Yeah.
I don't know why this referee is breaking the action there.
It's a capoeira kick. You're like,
oh yeah. Beautiful. Handstand, doink.
But guys, be aware that a guy that has a lot of power he has normally, like if I compare to a car, like a big engine, it costs a lot of gas. So
fast twitch fibers, man.
Yes.
They need a lot of oxygen. Nice head movement there.
Yeah, good head movement from Alves, but Worthy gets backs him up a little bit. How tough is Chelmiah Worthy?
Dude, if that would have been a knockout, that would have been 2 in a row, like the most craziest thing we've ever seen.
Ridiculous.
Worthy is showing a lot of resilience. He's still there, still in the fight, and he's. We thought for a second that the fight was over, but he came back.
Well, he shows he's worthy.
Well, a slightly errant low kick there.
Yeah, with the toes. It was tickling.
Well, Alves is going to get up to 5 minutes to recover in the corner. I don't think he'll necessarily need them. We've got about a minute left in this opening round. Here's a replay. And yeah, just skimming across the groin protection there.
It's Christmas. Ding, 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 ding.
Good. Jingle bell, jingle bell.
Jingle all the way.
So short break, touch the gloves back underway. Alves slowing down a little bit from the opening explosiveness.
Oh, flying knee, why not?
When he throw with everything he has.
Yeah, including the kitchen sink.
Well, good work from Worthy to try and get back to his feet. No guillotines allowed.
Yep, to take down the fast for a striker.
Final
nice.
Here.
Ooh, went hunting for a liver shot there. Worthy did.
What I think Worthy should do is to put a slow, constant pressure. A little bit like what Varga did in his fight we saw previously. I think that's the way you can take off Alves, because Alves is so explosive. If you stay in front of him, especially early on in the fight, it's very dangerous.
That's the thing, you know, every good striker push him backwards, because then he can't do these crazy things that he's doing right now.
Well, good round number 1 in the books. Moral victory perhaps for Chelmiah Worthy in getting out of that round. Undoubtedly the significant action going the way of Alves.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. Boink, head on, man.
I tell you what, a couple of inches lower and that would have been clean on the temple. Just kind of skimmed the top of the head.
At the end of the fight, there's the only thing I'm going to say. I hope that another person is going to say yes. That's the only thing I'm going to say.
Right, it's genuinely hard to find people to fight him.
No, but I mean, watch when Alves wins this fight, then he's going to do something.
So Chelmiah Worthy very quickly back into the pit here. He has got a reach advantage over Rafael Alves if he can put it to use. He is a full-time gym owner.
Oh, I love that kick. I use that because you can't tell. The hips are not moving.
Going to the body up top.
A lot of power.
Wow.
He throw with a lot of power.
Look at him. Freaking Matrix.
But you know what?
Oh, here's the push kick, and clean as you like from Alves.
He threw with a lot of power, but that's the danger. The danger if he missed the target, it's a lot of energy spent.
Yep.
You know, the fancy footwork and the slipping and the head movement is something Alves has done for a long time. There's, you know, gifs of him all over the internet, kind of entering the matrix, as you call it, where it just, you know, the opponent just can't seem to land a strike.
I love it, man. I think karate combat is his hope.
What's Worthy got to do here to try and, you know, assert himself somewhat into this bout?
He's got to push.
He need to do more output, to put more punches. He doesn't have the power and the explosivity of Alves, but you need to put a constant forward pressure with constant fake, constant strike, even if it's not hard, but constantly stimulate the nervous system of Alves and get him tired and get him in the later minute of the round.
Nice jab there by Worthy, 2 of them.
if the people who are watching us, they saw the fight with Varga earlier. That's exactly what I think Worthy needs to do. It was a perfectly example of how you can beat someone who's maybe athletically more explosive than you are.
Yep.
Well, 31 professional MMA bouts of experience and a couple of kickboxing bouts in the side of Cameron Worthy is keeping him
setting something up, spinning, I think.
Inside this one.
Alves is.
Yeah, he's pulling his pants up, so that means he's gonna go for a kick.
I think it's something spinning, it looks like.
Yeah, 100%, because he's not staying square. Now he changed.
Ooh. Maybe he heard us. Oh, there's the one again, but the body, leg body. Smart.
And around number 2, back to the corners they go. Much more even that time around, guys.
Yeah, Worthy is doing what we said, he's attacking more.
And I think one good thing that Worthy did is that he didn't fight with his back near the wall. So he didn't fall with his back on the wall. He kept the fight in the middle of the pit. And that's one of the key points of his strategy, I believe.
And it's working.
This round was much closer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's always tricky, that the 10-point must system, right? Some of those rounds, that 10-9s can be a very convincing 10-9, or you just nick it by a punch.
That's the thing, you know. But I think second round might still go to Alves. I don't know, it's a toss-up.
I have the same impression, Bas. It's hard to judge, but I felt like maybe Alves got a little bit of the best of the second round as well, but very close.
There's the spinning.
He's very dangerous early in the round, Alves.
Yeah, because that's where. Oh.
Now this is tricky because we've gone through 2 rounds, so if there was an eye poke that stopped the bout, it would go to the scorecards for a decision. Let's take a look back at the replay here. Oh, maybe a thumb.
Little tiny bit, or a pinky.
Yeah, tough to tell from that angle.
But I gotta tell you something, these gloves are better than the old UFC gloves, because I remember when I used to fight, the UFC glove used to keep our hands straight.
All the way over.
These glove gives a natural curves, which is better.
Yeah, but the weird thing is, in Pancras was open hand strikes and nobody got poked in the eye. So, how is that possible?
No parrying.
Sure? Yeah.
You guys ready? Come on, make some noise for these fighters. Let's go.
Well, brief respite and back underway here. Still 2:40 to go to this one. And
nice
jab from Alves.
jab.
That was the power jab.
Yeah, pushing over the back foot. Beautiful.
I think both these guys have got to push forward as though they're all square here.
Head movement saved him again there. That was nice. Slipping.
Alves pointing at that lead foot, and Worthy starting to be the first one to get the offense off now.
Which is smart. There's that kick again, man, I love that kick. And then I do the second time, I lift, they think it's another one, and he add a cross.
Worthy is doing much better this round than the previous round so far.
Yeah, because he's intercepting everything, he's pushing a little bit forward.
He's adapting, he's adapting. It's very hard to prepare when you fight a guy like Alves, because he does so many unorthodox stuff. It's very hard to have training partner that replicate the same thing.
Yeah, it's like fighting Raymond Daniels.
Yes.
Nice little crescent kick back.
Minute 20, come on, let's go. Alves needs to start pushing now.
Well, Alves going to work on the legs, and Worthy going up top.
Yeah, Worthy's doing great.
Good hits from Alves here. He's earned a decent position up against the pit wall as they trade elbows.
Yeah, don't fight Takayama.
Yeah, we've seen how good the elbows in this position could be. Kickback 3 in Thailand showed us that.
Break, step back, step back.
Well, that was decisive for Alves.
Very.
Yes.
Good elbows.
He needs to push the pace and get Worthy his back against the wall. That's one of the good things he needs to do.
Yeah, 20 seconds left in this bout. We do, of course, have a sudden death trigger for a 4th round. We'll deal with that, explaining how that works if we find our way there.
And it might go there, actually.
Well, end of the bout there. They go to a decision after what looked like it could have been a quick night for Alves.
Yep.
Turned into the full 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead, get a quick word with Robin Black. What did you see there, sir?
Yeah, guys, it's going to be an interesting one when it comes to the judges here. You know, there's 3 kinds of athletes in the world. You think of a shot putter, ATP, CP. Think of a sprinter, that's an anaerobic, and then an aerobic athlete who runs marathons. And Worthy wanted to make this a marathon, an endurance race, and he really did. Probably did his best in the 3rd round, but I don't know if it was enough when you can come out like Alves did with cartwheel kicks and spinning kicks early in the round. Fascinating fight, though, from an energy system point of view, and a wonderful fight for both men.
Yeah, so again, it's a template we've seen a few times, guys. A fast, aggressive fighter who over the distance starts to slow down. And, you know, it's an archetype we see over and over.
It's what George says. The explosive guys, they need to watch, take out, keep the foot off the pedal a little bit because of the stamina.
Well, I'm not going to put you on the spot. Let's find out the official decision.
It's got to be Alves.
And your winner, by unanimous decision, out of the red corner, Rafael Alves!
And now he's going to do something.
Well, Rafael Alves is your winner. Got the best over the distance.
Rafael! Think, Rafael!
He's gonna. That's
Chloe and Chelmiah.
Rafael!
Let's go ahead and see what Rafael Alves has to say with Dean Thomas.
Rafael, always explosive, always dynamic. How do you rate your performance?
Guys, I have heart for this fight. I feel very happy for again this opportunity. Guys, man, I love you. Thank you. You changed my life, man. You changed my life, guys. I mean, fighting UFC, but UFC no pain for me. You karate combat, you changed my life. I feel very happy. Man, I show every time I arrive here, I show my job here. Everybody will love it. Thank you.
You hit him with some big shots. Were you surprised that he didn't go out?
This for me not a surprise, man. I'm gonna do this every day in the gym, man. Easy, step for step. I show my work here. Everybody will love this. 1 second. This is my girlfriend here, please. Come here. Guys, here's my girlfriend. So now my girlfriend. So now it's my wife. Guys, look. This is here. Look, money, fama, grow, everything. This is the basement. But God, this is not space. God, I love everybody here, guys. God, he need one opportunity for you. Give for him one opportunity. God, you change your life. God, you change my life every time. 1 second. This is corner. This is before my coach, Alex. So I'm gonna champion the title UFC. Thank you, man. I love you, man. Charlie, this is my brother here. Thomas, he's my coach long time, American top team, Wesley. I feel very happy for that opportunity. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Izzy. Thank you, Larry. Who, Larry? Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you, my coach, Eduardo. It's my team.
I just want to clarify, that was a yes, right?
So he's not speaking English, he's Portuguese. Thank you, my team. Thank you, everybody.
Give it up for Rafael Alves!
Well, congratulations to the soon-to-be Mr. and Mrs. Alves. Making a habit of this, Bas. Our second proposal here on Karate Combat.
Yeah, and he showed a lot of confidence. It's like, she's not my girlfriend anymore. Now she's my wife. Before, she said yes.
You got something there.
It's called confidence.
Tonight's fight stats brought to you by Cloudbet. Cloudbet now offers Karate Combat markets. Head to cloudbet.com to check it out. And a pretty even fight, actually. According to our stats keepers, a few more strikes landed by Cameron Worthy, but you know, sometimes rounds just don't quite play out like that, and after a very fast start, Worthy was able to level the playing field a little bit.
Yeah, I would love to see Worthy back, you know, because I think he can do a lot of damage here in the pit. Because he grew into this fight. The first round, okay, but then he started coming back, so I love fighters like that.
And you know, if you look at the stats, it looks pretty even, but Alves really threw the most powerful blows, you know, so sometimes when you look at the stats, it's not really representative of what the fight was.
Yep.
Yeah, very impressive from Worthy in his debut as well. I'm sure we can find a bounce back for him as Rafael Alves continues his ascent up the Karate Combat rankings. We're going to move on to our co-main event coming up shortly. Let's just remind you about the two men in that next bout.
For your co-main event, we have Cosmo Alexandre taking on Igor de Castaneda.
They're vying for a shot in our middleweight division.
Whoever wins this is the next contender for the vacant title.
Disputar el título me interesa, claro. Mi objetivo es ese, ser campeón del mundo. Lo que quiero es salir y demostrarlo.
He is taking on Cosmo Alexandre, who's a 3-time Muay Thai world champion and a 4-time kickboxing world champion.
It's something new for me. There's no pressure like if I was going to fight Muay Thai or kickboxing. My focus is just in the fight.
Yo creo que ha llegado la hora.
Of course, I want to win, I want to be the champion.
Tengo que ganar claramente por un knockout. Voy a hacerlo.
Well, welcome back to Karate Combat 51. It is co-main event time here in Miami. Let's go ahead and let our MC for the evening introduce these two competitors.
There's one limited edition painting right here. All of it's going to charity. Check it out right here. Karate Combat.
It is Cosmo Alexandre taking on Igor de Castaneda. Lots of tokens wagered on this one. Igor de Castaneda, Bas, we've seen him over and over again. Huge power, has vied for the title before as well. Still perhaps an uphill struggle for him coming to this one.
Yes, it is, because he had a few losses, but he said that he's been training since last April, and he did not stop. And he says his opponent is good, I know it, I cannot make a mistake because the opponent will capitalize on it, but I have the right hand from death, and that's what he's going to land.
And George, his opponent tonight, Cosmo Alexandre, we've talked about him several times already, but just one more reminder about the accomplishments of this fighter.
Oh yeah, he's a legend. He has a lot of experience. He wants to start the first round by studying because it's the first time he stepped into the pit. Yeah, you know, it's been a long time for him. So he's very good because of his experience to study his opponent. But then after, as the first round passed, he says that his game plan is to open up and use his knees to deliver and spinning elbows.
Well, it's going to be very interesting to see how this style matchup plays up. Let's go ahead and walk these two guys. This is your co-main event of the evening. Igor de Castaneda taking on Cosmo Alexandre.
3-time Muay Thai world champ, 4-time kickboxing world champ.
I am Cosmo Alexandre. I have no idea what I'm going to fight.
Va a ir un español a verte con una pica, con un yelmo en la cabeza y vamos a ver de qué estás capaz.
the #1 contender fight in our middleweight division.
Mi ilusión es esa, ¿no? Colgarme el cinturón hasta que no lo logre, no voy a parar.
The Iberian Bull from Spain
is currently the #1 ranked middleweight in karate combat.
Big power shots, man. Wow. A clean shot from this dude is lights out.
Yo sé que si yo estoy al 100%, yo soy el mejor.
He's getting a chance to prove he is the next contender. But for that, he has to go through Cosmo.
More than a fighter, I'm a competitor. I'm always looking for be the best in whatever I do. What I did the last 22 years. I fought everybody already. I fought all the big names. That's why I don't feel like pressure now. Man, for me, it's just one more fight.
Mi oponente, que nunca se ha enfrentado a Igor de Castaneda. Voy a usar mi karate tradicional contra un kickboxer, creo que puedo hacerle bastante daño.
I have good knockouts in my career. Being karate combat, that's what I want to do.
Si puedo voy a noquear, y si no, trabajar esos 3 rounds al máximo para dar todo mi exponencial.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the co-main event of the evening! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Despaigne, Igor, the Iberian Bull de Castaneda!
Well, this is the 9th bout for Igor de Castaneda, the Iberian Bull, coming to this one. Shotokan karate background, but really does rely very heavily on that big overhand right. His last bout with us was actually last year when he failed in his bid against Ross Levine for the middleweight title. So looking to make a climb back up today. Tough task ahead of him.
And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Brazil, Cosmo Alexandre!
Lots of people very, very excited about this 90-fight kickboxing veteran, multiple-time world champion, one of the most experienced fighters we've ever had step in the pit here. Owner of some absolutely devastating knockouts before, just physical damage that his opponents receive on the end of those knockouts. But it has been, Bas, as we mentioned, a couple of years out of the arena for him, so...
Well, I didn't fight for 7 years and I came back and I felt really good. So it's like riding a bike, I think. You know, you do a few sparring sessions, your reflexes start coming back.
Brave Browser is the official internet browser of Karate Combat, 3 times faster than Chrome and the best privacy online. Visit brave.com. White pants for De Castaneda, black pants for Alexandre.
You ready? You ready? Fight!
We are underway. 3-3s if they need them. Josh Palmer, Bas Rutten, Georges St. Pierre on the call for you here this evening in Miami. Thank you for joining us live and free on YouTube and all other social media platforms.
I like Castaneda's movement now, in and out, which is a smart thing to do. Probably because you worked with your body, right?
Yeah. Caesar, it was my my training partner when I was getting prepared for Michael Bisping. Very good kickboxer. He is in his corner. Cosmo Alexandre says that he wanted to take an easy first round. That was part of his game plan because he wanted to study the movement of his opponent.
I mean, look, we recently, through our kick scheme where the token holders get to help influence the rules, added clinch knees that you can pull onto and clinch elbows, full elbows as well. And that is some of the weapons that Cosmo Alexandre uses best. Right hand landed, though, for the Iberian Bull.
Ooh, it dazed him!
Yeah, he got him.
He dazed him!
Look at a flurry here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Done, yeah.
He's hurt.
Yeah, he's just
hurt.
covering up here. The
uppercuts.
The movement is gone from Alexandre. He needs another.
He's still hurt.
Yep.
Sometimes it takes a few seconds before he goes away.
And now for the Castaneda, he needs to stay calm. Because a wounded animal.
The Spanish hits very hard. That's what that one of his biggest strengths.
Yeah, the Castaneda, 36 years old, coming into this one.
That's still in your prime, I think.
Looks like Cosmo Alexandre has recovered now.
No, he's been training, he's a 6th dan black belt in karate. He's been training since he was 12 years old at his father's dojo. He said he hasn't stopped training for a single day.
One thing that throw off a lot of the Muay Thai guys sometimes when they fight a karate practitioner is the blitz, the right-hand blitz, because the karate guys are very often very fast with the blitz.
Oh, good follow-up shot from Alexandre, but those knees in the clinch, so devastating if they land.
But it's exactly what you said, George. Because you see that many times they have problems with that, because it goes too fast, they're not used to that, the blitz.
And on the other hand, one thing that the karateka had problem when they fight a Muay Thai guys, it's in the clinch.
Ooh.
So I think it's important for a karate fighter to be good with takedown, especially when they're in close range, when they fight a Muay Thai specialist.
Yep.
20 seconds left here in the opening round. Alexandre tried to absolutely remove de Castaneda's head from his body with that left hook. Well, slower end to that round, but Bas and George, of course, Cosmo getting rocked a couple of times.
Yeah, the big hand landed twice.
I think Cosmo land some of the best shot, but there is one shot. If we talk about who was the closest to finish the fight, was maybe Castaneda.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of the replays here, and this was a good knee. Do you think perhaps that Alexandre is relying a little bit too much on the small gloves as a guard when he covers?
Yes, that could be very true.
You cannot guard the same way when you wear those small gloves than when you fight in a Muay Thai fight. It's completely different. But Cosmo has the experience. He achieved what he wanted to achieve. He wanted to pass the first round, and I will see. He might be more aggressive now.
I feel a little bit bad for de Castaneda there. Our replay team did him hard done by. He definitely landed 2 or 3 really solid right hands that wobbled Cosmo early on.
Seconds out.
Well, seconds out called. Back into the pit they come.
Back up. Back up.
Come on, get loud, get loud, get loud, come on!
Back up. Ready? Round 2, come on, fight!
What adjustments would you be telling either fighter to make here, Bas, coming into the second?
Well, de Castaneda, what he's doing, keep doing that. Don't break, because if now suddenly he gets hit by a hard punch, he might fall back in his old game plan. Don't. You know, stay to the game plan.
Nice cross counter now by Alexandre.
Chasing the Spaniard around the pit here.
Yeah, he's waiting for his opening, you can tell.
That's that time!
Ooh, inadvertent low blow.
That corner right there, go.
Alexandre drops like a stone there. He's going to get up to 5 minutes to recover. I think he's probably going to shake it off fairly quickly.
Yes. It's weird, right? If you see it happening, it's almost like you feel it. And we're all been there.
Play here, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that low inside kick that just rides up a little bit too high.
Hugging them.
Ready? Time it. Fight.
Yeah, now he's angry. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Oh, that was smart. First to the head, then to the body. I like that.
That's another thing that Muay Thai guys sometimes are not. They can get thrown off by karateka.
Yep.
Those spinning kick. They're used very often in traditional martial art, like all style of karate and taekwondo, but not so much in Muay Thai. Even you're allowed, you don't see it so much.
It's smart. Castaneda keeps on throwing. Very smart. Oh. But that's throwing with vengeance. I like the jab to the body that he does the whole time. Just find a target, it's nice. So body, head, body, mixing.
I like the work rate from Castaneda here. He's continuing to throw, even if they're not all landing.
Yeah, it looks like Castaneda has more power in his punches, but Alexandre is more coming with a slow, steady forward pressure.
Methodical. Looking for an opening. But all the while, Castaneda is scoring the points, right? So he has to watch out. If he goes to a decision, he might be behind.
Yeah, going to be a very, very tough round to score here for our judges. Into the final 35 seconds.
Ooh, that was a good low kick because we didn't hear it.
Yeah, the knee buckled a little bit of Castaneda.
That's
those low kick gonna start to pay off now.
That was a good check though, and Castaneda felt that.
Cosmo Alexandre has a lot of experience in Muay Thai. It's very hard. If Castaneda should not trade low kick with Cosmo Alexandre.
Yeah, he ate two at the end there.
That's Cosmo Alexandre's game right there.
Yeah, but
and also because of his stance. You see Cosmo Alexandre is more narrow, so it's easier for him to lift the leg and check the kick. Castaneda has a wider stance, which rely more on movement in and out.
And this round might have gone to Castaneda.
Yeah, a much slower
round,
pace.
And also the first round, when he connected twice, he dazed him. The judges would see that. You see, so it's a toss-up right now.
Oh, there you get some of the replays. A couple of spinning back kicks to open the round from Castaneda. That inadvertent low blow.
And it's Christmas again.
I mean, really, George, coming into this third round, this is all to play for here. No clear victory either way so far.
It's hard. Both rounds were very close. I mean, it's hard to judge. Depending on how the judge they see it.
Yeah, but the volume is on Castaneda's side.
Yes.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Here at Karate Combat, prioritize forward aggression, prioritize the guy who is trying to finish the fight and landing the most effective damage. If the damage is relatively even, that aggression is going to really play a role on the judges' scorecards.
I would say in terms of energy consumption, Cosmo Alexandre is more efficient, spend less energy. Everything he does as a reason, every movement, and he touches every time he throws. Castaneda throw a lot of stuff, very often misses, but when it hit the target, it hit with a lot of power.
Yep. Oh, anything you can do, I can do better.
Jingle bell, jingle bell.
Better than you. Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, dong, ding, dong, dong, ding, ding, ding.
Well, again, that inside low cut kick, just I think riding a little bit high. And they both know it's completely accidental.
Yeah.
All to play for though with 2.5 minutes left. I really like to see someone change the tempo a bit here.
Exactly. We need a little change. It's the same. We need an explosion.
There's the replay, no clear angle, but we'll take Castaneda's word for it.
Fight!
From what I see is Cosmo Alexandre has great leg kicks. That's his main weapon so far in the fight. He caused a lot of damage with his leg kicks, knees to the body in the clinch. On the other side, Castaneda, very good with his blitz, powerful punches, high kicks. You know, more flamboyant techniques in Castaneda's side, but more efficient on Cosmo Alexandre's side.
Yeah, but the efficiency, you know, if you don't do enough of it, you're behind on points, so
I agree.
What are the judges going to say?
Well, Castaneda's trying to get some circular movement here and not get backed into those pit corners. Eats another big leg kick.
Now those leg kicks starts to hurt Castaneda. As you can see, when when Cosmo threw that leg kick, he put his hands down, which is dangerous because now Cosmo Alexandre might have an opportunity to go with a high kick now.
Yeah, but he needs to start firing.
Well, there we go, firing low kicks again. I'm a little bit surprised we perhaps haven't seen Alexandre initiate more clinch work, and particularly use those elbows in the clinch.
Exactly. He did it in round number 1, but then he started holding back of it. Yeah, he needs to turn it up. Otherwise, sudden death. Maybe also a sudden death could be.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be close at the moment.
Yep.
And now, maybe after receiving a lot of kicks to the leg like this, he doesn't have the same push. Castaneda doesn't have the same power to blitz with the same speed that he used to have in the beginning of the fight. Oof. Oh my God, so many of those kicks. Yeah, so many of those kicks that he throws have been checked. He's gonna have bruised chin.
Yeah, only 30 seconds left here. That lead leg damage probably starting to build up.
Yeah, don't go for the legs anymore. Make it high kicks, make it something that can knock him out.
I agree, 100%.
He's behind the points.
A little bit more Muay Thai-esque in the posture there, but closing 10 seconds. And this bout has really kind of just simmered along over the final 2 rounds. Not a whole lot to really pick them apart.
Yeah, well, this could go to a sudden death. It's a very close fight.
Yeah, so just a reminder, our unique Karate Combat rule set triggers a sudden death round in the event of a split decision or a draw. We can't have those. So in that event, there will be a 4th 3-minute period. And the really fun thing about that, guys, is of course the entire rest of the fight is rendered null and void, and it's only judged on the final 3 minutes.
Yeah, guys, I looked at Castaneda's going back in his corner, and he couldn't barely go up in his corner, so because his legs are dead. He got kicked so many times. So if there's a sudden death, he's gonna have a hard time using his leg.
Oh, we're going. No, we jinxed it. We are going to a 4th sudden death round. De Castaneda doesn't realize yet.
We have the hand broken. What? Second round.
He broke his hand, De Castaneda.
Oh. Oh, wow, they're saying no more.
No, he broke his hand.
No.
Oh.
He said.
Yeah, that's...
De Castaneda is saying he can't... Well,
this is... Say it. If you say it, the ref is going to stop it. What do you think?
Well, that's it. They're going to check it.
Yeah, if you broke his hand, they can do some damage. You can go internal.
Yeah, so this is the downside.
Never say it.
They're going to check. I mean, how can you tell him? The hand wraps and everything. If he
might be broken. You tell me.
He says it hurts. It might be broken.
Yeah, it's going to be broken. No, they're going to go one more round.
It's tough. Can you answer the bell or not?
Second round. Fight's over.
Oh, they're calling it off. Well, this is going to be a TKO victory for Cosmo Alexandre. Igor de Castaneda appears to have broken his hand and is unable to answer the call for the 4th sudden death round.
Wow, it was very close.
Yeah, it looked as though they wanted to continue. The commission were going to stop it, and then they've fessed up and said they believe it is a broken hand, and it's in the fighter's best interests to not continue this bout.
Oh man, that sucks. I would have loved to see another round now.
Yeah, just to see how the leg kicks were going to play out, right?
Yeah.
Wow. That would have been fun, but they...
Yeah, the Castaneda looked great.
Cosmo, you have it right here, man.
He looked great, but the further the fight was going, especially in the 3rd round, it looked like Cosmo was taking advantage of it. So, but it was very, very tight.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get the official decision here in our co-main event.
Your winner by TKO out of the red corner, Cosmo Alexandre!
1
guys. Yeah, you know, if you're lucky like many of us are, that we get to see hundreds of fights, thousands of fights. When you travel to a show, sometimes there's that one little extra special thing. The main event, of course, for the Bantamweight title. But if I may share a personal perspective, I was so excited to see Cosmo Alexandre fight. Listen, we all watch fights for many different reasons. Some of us like carnage, some of us like crazy finishes and crazy moments. Congratulations, Cosmo. But every fighter and every coach and every lifelong martial artist to watch that knows what they saw. They saw mastery, a lifetime of work towards mastery. And while I'm at it, may I thank Igor de Castaneda. He faced Ross Levine, a true young master, twice, and now he faced Cosmo Alexandre. We thank you, Igor, for your courage, and we thank both of these fighters for showing us the beauty of martial arts.
Yep, exactly what Roman said.
Yeah, thank you, Robin, for that recap. Guys, you know, would have been nice to see a decisive finish in that one, but look, injuries happen. Interest of fighters' safety. Cosmo Alexandre is going to get the win here.
Yeah, the priority is the safety here at Karate Combat. You know, we want to be entertained, we want a good show as everyone, but safety, #1 priority.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize once you break a bone in your hand, you know, and it hits some crazy artery in between, you know, you're going to start massive bleeding from the inside. It's never a good thing. So, but if you as a fighter want to continue, never say that your hand is broke, because then they will stop the fight.
Yeah. I think they, I mean, I can't speak for them, but from what I understand, they're from Spain. They don't speak English very well, and I think they made a mistake. They might have said something they should not have said. But hey, it is what it is, right?
It is what it is.
Commiserations to Igor Castaneda. Congratulations to Cosmo Alexandre on his victorious debut here. But guess what, guys? It's title fight time. It is main event time. This is Arturo Vergara taking on Owen Chelmiah. Let's go right ahead and take one more look at this main event.
Bantamweight title is on the line.
Arturo Macaco Vergara taking on Owen Chelmiah.
I'm the former Bantamweight world champion and soon to be the new.
Owen Chelmiah has had a spectacular year, with all of his fights ending in the first round by KO.
Give that man another shot at the title.
He'll be taking on Arturo Vergara, who's 5-0 in Karate Combat with 4 finishes.
I'm here to be the champ and be #1.
He's coming off an epic win against Safar Akhmadov.
I won! I'm the king!
This isn't my first rodeo. I'm here because I do have the skills and the mentality to be able to beat him in there.
I know he's gonna try to come to me with his speed, but I'm gonna show that I'm above everybody.
There can only be one, so may the best man win.
Well, welcome back to Karate Combat 51. We are live from here in Miami. Bas, George, it is main event time. Arturo Vergara, Owen Chelmiah. This is such an interesting clash of styles to look forward to.
I really hope that this is going to go past 1 round at least, because, you know, both these guys, they're shiners. But my heart is bleeding because I love both these guys, but we know there can only one guy who wins.
Look, talk to me very quickly about Owen Chelmiah. He is the former bantamweight champion, but his last 2 fights on his quest back to that belt, he's looked unstoppable, absolutely unstoppable.
Plus, on top of everything, he's a dairy farmer right now, and he just finished his school. He's got a doctor, so now he's got more training time, and the game plan is to stay patient, fight smart, and be more effective, so better aiming for his shots.
Yeah, but he's taking on a man in Arturo Vergara, who you heard in the trailer there, 5 wins so far, 4 by knockout. He's looked mean, he's looked technical, he's looked decisive, and also as well, extremely varied in every strike he throws.
Yeah, Vergara thinks that Chelmiah will come forward right off the beginning like crazy, but he believes that he wants to receive him with elbows. He thinks he's gonna counter Chelmiah's hands by elbows. You know, he thinks Chelmiah will gonna come forward with so much force that he's gonna hit a wall, basically.
Intercepting.
Yes, intercepting him with elbows.
And I believe it, right? Vergara's got that frame where everything looks like it cuts, it hurts.
And like you said already, it's all over the place. I mean, it's not like one front kick, it's a front kick, it's a round kick, it's a back kick, and then it's a punch. And it's like he's mixing it up so well that you don't know what's going to come.
He's very creative. And what is hard for when you fight a guy like this is you never know what's going to happen, and it's very hard to prepare because it's almost impossible to find a training partner that is exactly the same. That's why he's so successful.
It's funny you should say that, George, because we haven't really touched on this yet, but these guys trained together for a few weeks at Goat Shed.
Yeah, that is complete craziness. The thing that I have to show to the power, although Vergara, Vergara, jeez, I'm mixing them up. Vergara has 4 finishes, but I would say Chelmiah has got more power in his hands. And I think that he's going to come forward boxing. He's going to try to smother his kicks.
Well, let's get a quick word from President Awesome. He is pitside with King Apollo.
Thanks, Josh. We're pitside with Awesome, the amazing president of Karate Combat. Now, listen, this fight is intense. It's going to be amazing. Now, I think I agree with the sentiment of all the Karate Combat fans that we absolutely love this fight, but we hate it at the same time because you have a former champion trying to get his glory back. On top of that, you got a hungry contender who wants to bring his family back and is fighting to do that. This fight is super important to Karate Combat, and I would love to know your thoughts on this, President Awesome.
No, this fight's very dramatic, and for anybody that doesn't know, these two gentlemen that are fighting in the main event are friends. They're teammates, and they're about to go off on each other. It's not a good feeling to do that to your friend. I went up to them, I said, guys, I know you guys are teammates, but when you go in there, you don't see your friend. You see a guy that's standing in front of your goal, and your goal is to be world champion. So there can only be one champion. May the best man win tonight.
You heard it straight from the president. Back to the guys at the booth.
Well, thank you, President Awesome and King Apollo. Guys, there's not much else to say. The crowd here is bearing down on this pit, ready for a fight. I almost feel like these guys behind us are going to start trying to fight us. Luckily, I've got you two here. Let's go ahead, get this main event underway. This is Dr. Owen Chelmiah and Arturo Vergara.
The Bantamweight title is on the line.
Arturo Macaco Vergara taking on Owen Chelmiah.
Wake up! Work! I've been on my hands in the dirt. I can never stop, never quit. Cause this is my dream, I'm just chasing greatness.
You have Arturo Vergara who truly believes that his offense is his defense.
Now I'm fighting for the title in Karate Combat. I've been fighting for this shit 12 years of my life.
He's 5-0 in Karate Combat with 4 finishes. He's coming off an epic win against Safar Akhmadov.
He said at the end he wants a belt, he wants to get straight back in there.
The former champion Owen Chelmiah has had a fantastic year, finishing his last 2 fights in the first round by knockout.
Give that man another shot at the title!
I'm here because I fight the best consistently. KC51 is no different. I'm fighting the best in the world, Arturo Vergara.
He's made it clear that he wants his belt back.
This time, in this fight, my opponent is Eoghan.
I first seen him fighting the kickback, I knew he was on the radar.
They've trained together in the gym, but there can only be one.
He's a very good guy, but he's just on my way.
For me, it's business as usual.
I'm here to be the champ. I have dreams.
And I believe I do have the skills and the mentality to be able to beat him in there.
They're gonna put him in a deep water. Let's see if he's ready to handle that pressure.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but don't blink.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you all have been waiting for! This is the main event of the evening! Live from Miami! This is karate! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the former Bantamweight champion, representing Ireland,
So Owen Chelmiah makes his way to the pit here, the former bantamweight champion. Slight underdog with our token holders coming into this one. We love that he's leaning into the American cowboy aesthetic, because he is actually, Bas, as you mentioned, a dairy farmer over in Ireland. Should point out, though, he has just completed his doctorate in artificial intelligence systems engineering. So a very diverse young man.
Wow, wow, it's impressive.
9 fights here on Karate Combat, came out of nowhere as a complete unknown, effectively Rookie of the Year in his first 3 or 4 fights. You know, back when we were filming in Budapest, and has really become a staple of not just the bantamweight division, but Karate Combat as a whole. Extremely aggressive, fantastic movement, fast hands, and now he's got the power and timing to back it up.
And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Chile, Arturo Macaco Vergara!
Owen Chelmiah has been there, he's done it, he's tasted it. A man looking to get himself that belt for the first time is Macaco Arturo Vergara. Originally from Chile, makes his home in Miami, just down the road here at Goat Shed Gym. Extremely dangerous with his finishing instincts, diverse array of arsenal. Undefeated here on Karate Combat at 4-0, and looking to get the belt. Karate Combat 51 is powered by Hedera, our title sponsor. The HBAR Foundation helps the brightest minds in Web3 take their ideas from on-brain to on-chain. Check out hbarfoundation.com to learn more. 5 rounds for the title if they need them. Josh Palmer, Bas Rutten, and George St. Pierre calling the action for you here in Miami.
Guys, you definitely don't want to blink for this fight.
Oh, here we go.
Vergara expected a quick start from Chelmiah. He is known for relentlessly pressing forward.
Chelmiah very good with his hands. Got very fast and accurate hands. Oh, I think he got
I think so too.
Yeah, good left landed on the inside there. Trying to wrestle up is Vergara.
Nice knee to the midsection. Nice knee back to the midsection.
I don't suppose either of you two have ever fought training partners before?
Never happened for me.
Me neither.
Well, these two are very friendly in the gym and outside of the pit. But big knee from Vergara! He draws Chelmiah with the second. A flooring finish. This could be it. Vergara is your new bantamweight world champion. Wow! Macaco gets the belt at 135.
Yeah, there was a knee waiting to happen, and before that, just 20 seconds before, I already thought he sets himself up for a knee.
He didn't deal with the frame.
Nope. Nope. That was a full-on knee. Oh man.
Wow. Yeah, when I said don't blink, I was right.
You're 100% right. But like I said, I didn't want this. I want like these 2 rounds, you know, so both these guys can show what they have. Wow. But good for Vergara.
Well, Owen Chelmiah's longtime coach, his mother Catherine, and his fiance Chloe, in the ring or in the pit very quickly to
waking up,
check on him.
Oh man!
He's looking around as though he's not entirely sure what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. I mean, look, it was a perfect frame. The first one landed, and instantly you knew if there was no space, that second knee was going to be lights out, and indeed it was.
He showcased great control in the clinch. He controlled him with the knees to the body, then he switched to knees to the head. That was beautifully done.
Wow.
Vergara is pacing around, just checking that Owen Chelmiah is okay as he gets back to his feet here. He's getting a hug from President Awesome, who, of course, Owen Chelmiah traveled to Miami to train at the Goat Shed gym with Arturo Vergara, with President Awesome. He enjoyed the rivalry and the dynamic, hard-paced environment that gym cultivates.
Damn. Yeah, this is hard to watch because, like I said, I like both these guys. So that's why, you know, at least 2-3 rounds, so both can show what they're made of.
Yeah.
With a big wave.
Nice show of sportsmanship in the center of the pit here. But look, only one man can walk away victorious with the gold belt. Let's take a look at a replay of the finish of the fight here.
Yeah,
there's the frame.
This is exactly, pretty much, I grabbed him by the hair though with Funaki. That's an ender. I think the first one stunned him and he couldn't see the second one.
You never want to bring your head down when you're in the clinch.
Yep.
If you bring your head down, it's because you got a hold of a legs or you know, you're going for a takedown. You don't want to bring your head down if you don't control your opponents by the leg or by the hips. It's a mistake that it doesn't forgive. You know, you make a mistake like this at that level, it's sad. Yes,
it's over.
Well, let's go ahead and get the hand raised of our new Bantamweight World Champion.
And your winner by TKO and new undisputed Bantamweight Karate Combat Champion of the World, Arturo
TKO, right? This was a knockout.
Well, it's a TKO because it was the referee coming in to stop it after the ground and pound flurry, but you know, it felt pretty decisive as he went to the canvas.
Yeah. Oh wow.
These two guys are friends, but they didn't show like they were friends in the cage.
The friendship goes out the window as soon as the fight's done, trust me.
Oh yeah.
I think we're going to see a lot of emotion here in this post-fight interview from our new champion.
Yeah, because he's spent so much time away from his family for this.
Arturo Vergara is with Dean Thomas.
We can see the emotion. Arturo, you are a world champion. Can you put that into words for us?
What's up, Miami? Oye, primero que todo, algo en español. Esto es para mi hijo Cristóbal. Hace 4 años que no estoy con él celebrando su cumpleaños, pero esto es para ti, hijo. Te amo. Yo, I'm fucking happy right now. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting me through this journey. It's been fucking hard. A lot of setbacks, a lot of things. But now we are here, like the champ of the world.
I remember in Miami, just a short time ago, you did the kickback series, and you asked President Awesome to get you a deal, and now you're a world champion. Describe the journey that it was from that kickback series in Miami to Miami now winning the world championship.
Damn, crazy, like you say. I was just fighting for one opportunity. I always knew I just need one shot, you know, and I take it. And I did it. I want to say thank you to all who's been supporting me, my coach and President Nazim. Thank you to Selma. Thank you to my mental performance coach, Sergio Velez. He really helped to change my life. Thank you to all my fans. Look, all the Chilean people over there supporting me. Thank you to my sponsors too. Big shout out for them. All the crypto community has been treating me amazing. They are fucking amazing people. So big shout out for them. Jenna Crypto, Circularity Finance, San Jude, this guy Samu, and Jordan from H-Bar, and my guy Lodma.
All right, so your opponent is down there. He was a good friend of yours. I know it was hard having to fight him. You won by knockout. What do you have to say to him?
I tell him, bro, first of all, of course, I'm happy to win this, but at the same time, broke my heart to fight with him because I really respect him. I really love him.
and I want the best for him. He's invited to go chat, and whenever he wants to trade, don't doubt to hit me up. Don't doubt to come here because, fuck, this is hard, bro. But I really respect you a lot, and I really have a lot of love for you. So this is not just for me, it's for you too. Fuck, I love you, bro, for real.
Arturo, you're going to be a great champion. I hope you enjoy the hardware tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Arturo Vergara.
Hey, listen, when you're looking at something like that, you know, we've seen friends and teammates fight and they're hesitant. They're trying to play it safe. That is not how you show respect to somebody that you love and respect like that. To truly respect your teammate and your friend is to give him everything you have, to give him the best of you, the very best challenge you possibly can give. And that includes in those zones in the middle that never happen in training, the elbows, the knees to the head that you never do in the training room. You bring that in and you offer it to each other with humility and love. And that's what these two did. They offered each other the chance for greatness, and they both showed us everything they had. And we congratulate you, Vergara, and we thank you, Owen, for a wonderful fight and all your courage.
Guys, I just want to say, both of these gentlemen are fighting for something very special. You know, they're both chasing a dream, changing their lives in what they love the most. Teammates, friends, and like Arturo put the belt on the floor right there, this friendship means more than any piece of metal. You know, I just want to give respect to Owen, being the phenomenal fighter he is, to give some words for his fans, for his family, anything he would like to say.
We knew this was going to be a tough fight. I mean, Arturo is an excellent opponent. He's the best in the world. Things didn't go to plan, but I've lost before. I've came back better. This would be no different. Congratulations, Arturo, and I'm sure we'll train together again, and we'll meet again in the pit.
Regardless, I want to say something that's very important to both of these men. Not only are they remarkable men and remarkable fighters, but the heart that they have is so pure. They're wonderful people, you know, and they truly deserve the best. Don't let this loss, whatever happened, win or lose to each of you guys, don't let any loss break you guys, because both of you are very special. Thank you for your fight tonight.
Well, thank you to Arturo Vergara, Owen Chelmiah, and President Awesome for the wrap-up there. Bas, George, we have a new bantamweight champ. Give us your thoughts.
It's going to be very hard to beat. That's what I think. I mean, try to find an opponent who's all over the place, who has boatloads of stamina, who can do this for 6 rounds easy. That's when an extra round comes into play. He's just an amazing fighter, and for him to be 3 years away from his family to pursue this dream and now has what he wanted, I mean, how great is that? Now he can bring the family over back to America. I mean, it's amazing.
It's an incredible accomplishment. I mean, he comes from nothing, and I mean, we're all very proud of him.
I mean, you want to talk about a year, right? He's had all 5 of his fights in Karate Combat were January of this year through to December of this year. He won all 5 and he got the belt. I mean, you can't script that.
No, that's it. I mean, the most fights in Karate Combat, well, he had it. I was talking to him actually about it during the interview, and but this is what I love. But that's why also you see both of them are devastated, kinda, right? Because you know, whoever was going to win it, the other one would feel bad as well. So that's the friendship, but no friendship when they're fighting.
It's a life-changing situation. I mean, the only thing he does is he sleep, wake up, eat, train, sleep, eat, train, sleep, eat, train, and now he accomplished it.
Yeah, now he's got to see who he defends it against.
But you know what? It's hard to become champion, but it's even harder to stay champion.
That's it.
Because now you're the target. Everybody is trying to climb and get to your spot.
And I love that when these two guys know that better than anyone else. So I love hearing that from straight from the horse's mouth. Right, we do still have more action for you. We have our pit submission series, 2 bouts in our grappling format coming your way from the pit to close out the night here. First up, Roosevelt Souza returns for his second bout. He is taking on Daishi Goto in an open weight fight. Both these guys clocking in above around 220, and it's a super evenly matched fight here. Daishi Goto, he is making his debut, makes his home up right by me in New Jersey, trains at a couple of gyms. I'm good friends with the owners at Freedom Jiu-Jitsu and Web Jiu-Jitsu. He is an ADCC veteran, and he's been anxious to get on the card here tonight, try and showcase his very aggressive, wrestling-heavy style. But he's got a tough opponent in Roosevelt Souza tonight. The 31-year-old, we've seen him once before, fought a much bigger opponent, dealt with that weight advantage very heftily. He's a no-gi world champion, a no-gi Pan-American champion, and an ADCC veteran as well.
His opponent is Masvidal. He looks like it, right?
You know, a lot of people did not want to take a match against Roosevelt Souza. Daeshi Goto said, hey, I just want to get on the card. Let's see how we go here. Karate tokens available for purchase in most jurisdictions, including through the Karate Combat app through C14. Get some today so you can play Karate Combat at you can play at Karate Combat 52 in Miami next month. So we've got 2 5-minute rounds on the scorecards here, a third 5 if they need them.
It looks to me like there's a big discrepancy in terms of size.
Yep.
A huge one, actually.
What I like to see is this grappling with knees to the body only. Whoa, see, because then this won't happen.
You know, Bas, you were known for your submissions in a lot of your career, and George, obviously, you still to this day very heavily train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and submission grappling.
Oh yeah, it's a sport of control, you know. I believe that it should be mandatory for every security guard or police officer to do some kind of grappling combat sport.
Yep.
Because you learn, you learn how to control someone. And it's not only about breaking a limb or choking someone else, out. It's about controlling an opponent without damaging him. You can damage him very badly if you want to, but you can also control him.
That's the great thing about the pit. And there's a flying triangle like we saw last time. That's so crazy.
Daniel Salter jumping the flying triangle off the corner of the pit wall.
Switching it into a straight armbar. Boom!
It does feel like there's a monster size advantage for Souza here. And you see our token holders, 83% of them believing he'll be victorious, just 17% for the newcomer, Daeshi Goto. A little bit cagey in the start here, trying to get the wrestling going.
Yeah, who's going to get the top position?
Yeah, Souza weighing heavy on the head. So much easier to get up and over the top and stress that lower back.
But you see, knees would make this very interesting.
Yeah, you're right.
Because then they can't do this.
Yeah, very often people ask me, what is the difference between the art of grappling, like pure jiu-jitsu, pure grappling, and grappling in mixed martial art? I mean, it's totally different. There's guys that are elite grapplers, but when you go into mixed martial art, if you find yourself in a situation that you're in an arm's length, the position would not be good at mixed martial art because you could be punched in the face or elbows as well, you know? So there's a lot of moves that you can do in these games, like in grappling, but you cannot do in mixed martial arts.
You know, not of course to mention as well, George, that in mixed martial arts, sometimes the other guy is only trying to get back to his feet.
Exactly.
If they don't want to accept playing that kind of grappling game, boy, it's hard to hold them back.
Yeah, when you fight, like for example, you have a fight that it turns out to be an elite striker against an elite grappler. The grappler wants to bring the fight to the floor, and the striker wants to be fighting the fight to keep the fight standing up.
Well, and if you're, you know, in MMA, if you got a mount position, let's start with submissions. If you got mount position, going for a straight armbar is going to be very hard. In MMA, while you're raining down punches to set it up, then an armbar is easier to pull off, you see, so the distractions that you have.
Souza is accepting the ground now.
Yeah, Souza trying to play a seated guard here. He's willing Goto to make some attempts to pass dynamically here, trying to tie up the legs. Only a minute and 27 seconds left. They've got to be very conscious of this round format.
For someone who doesn't know combat sport, it's a very strange sport. But now you see, Souza has an opportunity now.
And now he's got a good position.
Yeah, and he has a lot of support in the house here.
And he's really freaking good.
Yeah. Very good, very heavy. There's only a minute left to work, so how much is he going to be able to progress past this?
He's got only a minute left, less than a minute actually.
Yeah, single butterfly half guard here for Goto, up against the pit wall. Very heavy on the hip.
That's not where Goto wants to be. He doesn't want to be on the bottom against Silva. It's a bad position. Silva got very heavy hips.
Yeah, but come on now.
Trying to pass the guard. And it's hard. Sometimes the configuration of the pit makes it in a way that it's different than when you grapple in let's say in your own gym, because almost none of the gym has the configuration of the pit. So it leaves room for a lot of creativity. You see moves sometimes like we talk about the flying triangle, stuff like that we've never seen before.
Yep.
So first 5-minute period in the books. We're going to head back to the corners for a brief respite. I think very clearly Roosevelt Souza is going to take that one based on the wrestle up from the bottom. A little bit stagnant early on though, so let's see if they can turn it around here. Here's a replay of that wrestle up, and it was very simple, wasn't it, George?
Yeah.
Yeah, he took the leg. Goto tried to do a limp leg, but the Souza maintained a forward pressure and used the wall of the pit to put him down. With the sweat, once you got into a single leg, with the sweat, sometimes it's very hard because guys can limp leg out. So it's very hard. You want to have the control of the leg, but not only the leg, to have control of the knee. And if you have the knee, sometimes it's a good idea. If you cannot finish with a single leg, you climb to the other leg or you climb to the hips in order to finish the takedown.
Well, Souza looking very calm and composed. Really, the emphasis is on Daeshi Goto to turn this bout around here, try and push it to a third round.
Okay.
Well, and again, Souza goes straight to a seated guard this time. You know he's probably going to look for wrestle up. Heavy 2-on-1 wrist grip for Souza here. He's going to look to lever Goto onto him to try and elevate him underneath.
It's very hard when you have a guy that doesn't want to engage much. You see that Goto, now Souza tried to go underneath, perhaps to attack a leg or go to try to take the back.
Nice inversion to come up. Really good work from the big man there. I mean, look, big guys who play an inverted game, kind of tough to deal with.
Gee. Okay, there we go.
Good single leg.
Yeah, he's going to push him again.
Nice, finish the takedown. And now he has a lot of time to work. Now he's got more than 3 minutes, so he has a lot of time to work to try to improve his position.
Yeah, and this is the thing that people may not realize. Being pressed up against that pit wall, it's really tough to get back to your feet when there's downward weight on you.
Yep.
It looks steep enough that you could just walk your way up, but trust me, you can't. It's very, very tough. If you hit it dynamically, great. If you hit it statically, it can be a real pain.
Yeah, we were really looking to see what was the best way to get loose from the wall, and I haven't found a way yet. And normally I will find ways really fast, but here it's like, oof. First you think maybe rolling out, but that will work only one time because then your opponent knows. The second time, that's it.
Yeah, this is a tough position. I would call it a single butterfly half guard here as Goto tries to invert underneath, but did he blow his knee?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like he may have popped a knee.
Yeah.
As he tried to lift Souza over his head.
Looks like it was an LCL, like an outside ligament. He was in a position that it put a lot of pressure on his outside ligament.
Could be lateral cruciate, could be
right there.
meniscus, and
You hear, I think they heard a pop. You see
it's a huge amount of weight at a horrible angle.
Yeah, and that's the danger when you have a difference in the weight. I mean, I don't know exactly what's the difference in weight in these two guys, but it seems to me like there's a big discrepancy in terms of
I'm sorry
weight.
I don't have the official weigh-in weights for you in front of me, but they're actually going to reset.
Okay, a regular heel loop now on that leg could be very damaging.
It's going to be hard for Goto now.
Yeah, just passing right to this kind of leg drag position, heavy hips from Souza. He's going to look to climb up to the back from here. Takes the back over, body triangle as well. 220 to get the finish. Looking to go muffler choke as well.
It's a very bad position.
Body triangles are just an awful position to try and get out of. You've got to try and get the, with the arm grab now as well.
Oh, gee.
What a performance from Roosevelt Souza here. And he gets the submission over a fellow ADCC veteran. Helping the opponent back to his feet. Good performance for the Brazilian. Tough for our team to find shorter notice opponents for Roosevelt Souza. I think it's going to be a bit tougher now.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I mean, George, obviously the training room that you're in a lot of the time when you grapple, you've got some of the best heavyweights in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Marigali, Gordon Ryan, Big Dan.
Perhaps they should call on these guys, you know? I'm sure one of them will be happy to take on the challenge.
Yeah, well, we have had Big Dan Manisu in the pit before.
Yes, it's true.
And Gordon Ryan has, of course, sat pit side and called some.
Oh, we see him. Gordon. That would be great to get him in here. Woo.
Gordon, the greatest, I think, is the greatest grappler that ever competed so far. Yeah.
He's an animal.
Yeah, you have Roger Gracie, and it's a different era, and then now Gordon Ryan, I think.
So a bit of a slow pace to our opening pit submission bout there. I guarantee not something that's going to happen in the next bout between the next two guys coming up, as they are both riding extremely high coming into this one. One more bout coming your way. Let's go ahead, roll the heads ahead. This is Alexandre Jesus Robinho taking on Michael Sainz.
It's almost Saint. Jesus versus the Saint.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, Sainz, look, they're just coming into the pit now. A very heavy favorite with the token holders is Jesus. And this is the blue corner, Michael Sainz. Just 18 years old, riding extremely high now, as last week he won the Eddie Bravo Invitational in Mexico, submitting his way to the title there.
Wow, 18.
Yeah, his debut here with the promotion, very dynamic, very fast, always hunts for the submission. However, usually you would say, hey, you've just won a big title like EBI coming into this one. Are we going to find someone who's carrying more momentum? We are. It's this guy. He just won the World Championships last week.
Oh, jeez.
This is Alexandre Jesus, picked up black belt, no-gi gold medal at the IBJJF World Championships just a week ago.
Wow.
So
it's a big leap.
It's a good leap. It's a good
hell
leap.
of a one.
But look, both these guys are going to be very fast, very dynamic. We're going to see a lot of aggression. Do not think we're going to see much of a backward step here. Well, keep up to date with all of your Karate Combat needs and wants on all of our socials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Karate Combat, of course, Instagram, X, Facebook as well. All our content is, of course, always live and free for your enjoyment.
Right away,
okay.
Jesus went to the guard.
Yeah, went to guard pull, looking to Berimbolo around the outside, potentially. Now looking at arm drag into a wrestle up.
They're fishing for the legs, perhaps trying to go for a leg lock or...
Yeah, counter leg lock attempt from Sainz here. Trying to pull in, he gets the inversion now.
He's going to switch it to...
Ooh, just slipped out. A lot of leg pummeling here. Is someone going to come up on top? And he does. Jesus.
The experience now, the experience of Jesus coming into play now.
Big knee cut, nice inversion in defense from Sainz. He looks to chase the back.
Nice.
Into shin on shin.
Wow.
Some interesting work to beat the knee cut.
Tried to slide his knee through, past the guard.
Wow. A nice wrestle up, looking to connect upper body very quickly.
I am very impressed about the composure of Saint when against a guy like Jesus. It's amazing. He's only 18 years old.
That's crazy, right?
Oh, big tricep grip over the top there. Now looking to connect around head and arm, it looks like. I'm such a big fan of that low posture with the head right up under the chin.
There's a lot of game in the world of grappling that would not be applicable in, for example, for mixed martial art. Like this, a lot of this thing that when you roll under, and it's very risky in MMA because your head is literally on the floor. The back of your head is on the floor. If you get hit, you're gonna get knocked out.
Yeah,
but it's great to see in grappling. It's very beautiful and it's very elegant technique.
Yeah, it's always nice when someone can apply it in mixed martial arts, you know, like Ryan Hall, but then sometimes it goes,
Ryan Hall did
wrong.
it. Yeah, it's true. He did against BJ Penn, but it's very, very rare. You would see that because if you get stuck there, you're
you
you're
see
in
what
big
Ilian
trouble.
Tapora did to him, right? That big right
Bloody
hand
nose.
really quick.
Oh, something happened, a cut or...
He's got a bloody nose.
I think it's just a clash of heads, maybe.
Yeah. It's just a flash wound.
Go.
Back underway, quick enough here. Back on their feet, quick guard pull. Trying to work this passing game, and again the inversion underneath.
Yeah.
Oh, and he snapped his leg. Straight footlock with the instep in the hamstring is a really interesting grip.
Bring his left leg back.
Yeah.
Push his left leg down, you're out.
It could have worked. It could have worked. It just didn't have the elevation that he wanted.
Well, went double outside.
He wants to go heel hook.
Yeah, nicely stripped. Immediately into the passing game is Jesus now. Bit of reverse De La Hiva for Sainz in the bottom position.
Very interesting how the sport evolved, the sport of jiu-jitsu, the sport of grappling. A few decades ago, you didn't see much of leg locks. I mean, you had a few specialists in leg locks. Matt Pass is one of them, but you didn't see that much of that. You had certain fighters that use leg lock, but most of guys were not really educated in that field.
Yeah, there was a real change in the meta where leg locks became a real lethal weapon, and now we've gone the other way, where almost everybody at the high levels has this scrambly leg lock defense, and they've become a bit more stalematey, so now they have to combine the leg locks with wrestling up to get advantageous position.
But it's also in the beginning, you know, there were no leg locks, right? They wanted to still for every rotating. It was a knee bar was okay, but heel hooks.
Yeah, I mean, you have to remember back in the day, right, when I started grappling, and you know, you guys were ahead of me slightly, but 18 years ago, IBJJF was all pretty much anyone trained.
Yep.
Heel hooks and leg locks were illegal until brown belt. You know, I went 9 years of training before I ever touched a footlock.
Jeez.
What is your favorite submission?
I'm a guillotine guy.
Guillotine?
Yeah,
How about you,
high,
Bas?
high elbow guillotine.
Guillotine too?
I don't like leg locks, any, you know, inverted heel hooks, toe pushes, toe holds. I like all that stuff. Oh, hey, ho, whoa.
Yeah, looking to invert, get on that arm, a little bit loose though.
What's your favorite?
My favorite is, all my training partner knows, is my Kimura.
Oh,
Kimura and Adaka Jimmy, the rear naked choke.
Yep.
I showed you the jumping Kimura one time, right?
Yes.
That's, I think I still got to see somebody because that's a very tricky thing. Nobody's doing it.
It's true.
Yeah, it's also such a ridiculous control position, right? A really strong figure four grip is horrible to get out of.
Yep.
And I always think back to your fight with Dan Hardy, where you were in the locker room 10 minutes later going, why did his arm not break? Please, John Danaher, help me.
Yeah, I was training with my partner, and when I get them in the Kimura, you know, when you're in training, you will tap, but when you're in a fight, you will tap only if you're in the brink of breaking your arm, you know? And some guy will not even tap at all, so when you do it, it needs to be technically perfect.
Yeah.
And that was a mistake when I fought Dan Hardy. The armbar was, I used a lot of strength and energy, but my technique was not perfect. And Dan Hardy is a guy who's very flexible and very durable on top of that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, breaking mechanics, a whole other thing in themselves. But a good first round in the books there. Tough one to score, actually. A lot of changes of position.
Yeah, Sainz is doing good.
A lot of action happening.
18 is like Helena. Helena's 17, I think, even, right?
Yeah.
She's also...
Who, of course, also trains at the same camp as George.
Yeah, she's a phenom.
Oh, I love that one. Her whole attitude, how she brings it, freaking awesome.
Yeah, she's looked good in all her performances here at Pit Submission Series. 5 more minutes if they need them. Again, Zeus pulling guard here. Well, looking to work that drag on the far side. Delahiva guard around the back now. Sainz needs to be a little bit wary of the inversion or the move to the back here.
It looks to me like, I don't know if it's maybe what I feel, but it looks to me like Saint wants to use a leg lock to surprise Jesus. That's sometimes you see that he's looking at the leg and he's thinking about falling with the leg, but he's hesitating. I don't know if it's part of his game plan.
Yeah, I thought the way he snatched the legs a couple of times defensively was great.
Here we go.
Well, we're going to get a word from President Awesome at the end of the show just to let you know. I think probably what you can expect in his position here. What an entry into that inside saddle.
He might break it.
Oh, big extension here, bridging laterally into the knee.
Oh, that is tight, guys. That is a tight one. That would be a... Oh
my knee hurts looking at it, but
oh my God, guys, that is a very tight one.
Might go deeper if he rolls a little bit more.
I mean, he's nearly escaped the knee here. He's posting on the leg to try and free that knee line, and he does.
Oh, that was also very nice.
Oof. Wow, I would love to see the entry again. Really nice. I think it might have been a false reap or something. I couldn't quite see from my angle.
That was beautifully done.
But again, now, Jesus looking to pressure on top.
Souza tried to slide his knee past the guard, pass in side control.
Okay. And back.
Can't do it, yes. Now Saint He's trying to pummel his arm.
Oh.
Now it's a bad position for him.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite little kind of, it's almost like a head and arm.
He's able to bridge and then get back into an open position. He's an half guard. Jesus put a lot of pressure now.
He has to.
It's very hard for when you have a guy on top that put a lot of hard passing pressure. It's very hard because it forces you to contract all your abdominal muscle in order to resist and to fight back, and it's much more in this position. Economically speaking, it's much better for Jesus than for a Saint, because Jesus is the one applying the pressure. However, Sainz is doing a great job of as soon as he loses the position, he bridge and recuperate the half guard with his legs.
Yeah, he's got a triangle over the top of the knee here.
Yeah, he's trying to a calf slice.
I can't see if he's got the leg captured inside it.
Yeah, he got the arm in.
Well,
yeah, kind of
could push the toes down to this side, see what I mean? With his left hand, if he pushes on the toes, it's almost the same as a heel hook. I actually want to fight like that in Japan.
Yeah, it's just kind of the Sean Roberts calf crush from the bottom position that we see a fair bit. Oh, and Jesus is trying to get that top arm free. You know, I can see this big one-round apiece potentially.
He was close to get that heel hook. Oh my God.
I mean, it was certainly the most significant thing of the whole match overall.
100%. And I'm curious to see if he snap it.
Yeah,
some guys, they won't tap.
They had taken a couple of pops we couldn't hear. You know, these guys, young guys, flexible guys, just gamers, they will let stuff go. They're not thinking about longevity just yet.
Yeah.
True.
You'll regret it down the line, though.
Oh, we used to hear our legs pop while we were both busy. I go, oh my God, maybe we should stop doing this. In training, not good.
Tell me about it. I've had one knee surgery from grappling.
Oh.
Well, end of the match there. There is a third round if they're tied after two, which honestly I could see that being the case.
Oh, here's our animal, Chris.
Loudmouth and Shazab.
Remember him?
I do.
Man, stepping in on 24 hours notice and then winning the fight. He did a freaking phenomenal job.
Looking forward to seeing him back on another bout after Singapore. Oh, well, we do have a decision. Let's go ahead and make this official.
Oof. What do you think, Josh?
I think it could be 1-1.
Yeah, but it's
well, we're going to get a decision, which means that they've rendered a win one way or the other.
I think if it goes to someone, it has to be maybe Saint, because he's the one that was the closest to finish the fight.
Yeah.
However, Jesus apply, I would say, the guard passing pressure. So
for your winner of the final bout of the evening by split decision, out of the red corner, Andre.
Well, Alexandre Jesus gets the win there. I'm not entirely sure. I agree based on the significance of that submission attempt.
Yep.
Yeah, it's, I mean, whatever the judges thinks, it's just an amazing accomplishment. He's 18 years old. Saint is 18 years old. And he came very, very, very close to finish Jesus. But Jesus applied most of the pressure during the fight and trying to pass the guard, but he didn't get any hard and good significant position.
Yeah, I would agree with that, George.
Every time he advanced, Sainz was able to pull him back and regain the position. So yeah, it was a tough fight to go.
So that about does it for our event here this evening. Guys, we had a great night. I mean, we really rattled through that pro card.
It worked, you know. We needed a bunch of knockouts, you know, because they gave us 3 hours in total. And boy, the heavens were listening to us, and it actually worked out. So that was amazing.
Yeah, what a night. Amazing night. Very entertaining. Great fights. I mean, can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, I mean, we've still got a word from President Orson to come first. But let's just remind you that Karate Combat fans have cast their vote in the new Karate Combat Vote Live app, and 150 million Karate tokens are up for grabs. You can download the app now on iOS and Android and get free Karate tokens to help run the league and play at KC 52 next month back in Miami. Well, and here's our Karate Combat 51 Up-Only Gaming leaderboard, brought to you by DeLorean. Congratulations to Karate Combat's #1 player who earned over 8.6 million Karate tokens. Pitside passes, flights to Karate Combat events, exclusive merchandise, much more. It all goes to our top Up-Only Gaming players. So go ahead, grab the app, start playing Up-Only Gaming with us here at Karate Combat. Let's go ahead and get a closing word from President Orson himself.
What's up, guys? Listen up, just to close the show. Couple things I want to say. We had unbelievable fights. This is how we wanted to close the year. And you guys have no idea what we dealt with throughout this year. I mean, it's crazy. I came in as Combat Sports President back in December. It's been a year since I became President of Karate Combat. And I've dealt with so much, man. Whether it was one championship trying to destroy us in Thailand, fire marshals coming in and trying to shut us down, so many ridiculous things, different organizations trying to crush us. It's wild what this combat sports is, but I'm here to clean up the fight game. I'm here to do things right by the fighters. I want to say, congrats to all the fighters tonight, win or lose. We had world-class performances. We will be back in Miami, January 24th. I hope to see all of you guys there. Also, a couple big announcements. My man Tyrone Spong is standing right there. He's been talking to me for some time. There is no way we're not going to get him in this pit. 2025, we're going to see you in this pit. We're going to see some good action.
Oh, yeah.
Happy holidays.
Man. My man.
Well, how about that bass? I know that's going to make you very happy. Tyrone Spong getting in the pit in 2025.
That's gonna bring the level even higher. It's gonna be amazing.
One of the very best strikers on the planet, the most power, explosive, everything, and a gas tank to back it up. That's him.
Yeah, we've got lots to look forward to coming in 2025 on Karate Combat. We've had a phenomenal year here with the promotion. We've traveled all over the place. We've got new champions, new fighters. The level keeps going up. The game keeps improving. The rule set keeps developing, and boy, are we looking forward to the next 12 months ahead of us. From all of us here at Karate Combat, myself, Josh Palmer, Bas Rutten, George St. Pierre, Robin Black, President Awesome, and everyone else, we will see you, Dean Thomas, of course, we'll see you in 2025.
Awesome. One step, another check, stack your deck, stick out your neck.